There, it worked finally. No, I wasn't paying attention.
Once they get the notification.
Right.
Mm.
I'm good.
Got two of them for you. Go ahead and hold on to it.
He's the whole time. That's another reason I like bibs. You can stick your hands right here and your body. You keep your hands warm. There's a few people jumping in.
Nice.
That's 0.4. That should be pretty good. What's going on, guys? Hopefully they can see the rods. Some of them anyway. Catfish and Pappy, what's going on? Yeah. What's 6? Catfish regulators. Larry, we are fishing at Caesar Creek. We contemplated about 4 different lakes and finally pulling out of the driveway decided to come over here. So hopefully it was the right call.
If not, we're fishing.
Right. No doubt. I have your trash can here too.
Oh,
What is? Oh, it's a bag. I thought that was the bait. I was like, that's gonna stink.
that's white bass.
Catch a big one. That's the plan, man. That's the plan.
Hey, regulators. We're trying.
I got planer boards up on that flat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we're right.
That's where we need to
or
be.
close to it.
Funny thing is with the bait we could get anything.
Yeah.
I don't think he's fishing.
I don't see any rod. Don't know what else he'd be doing. Right. What's going on, John boy? I think he just subscribed this morning. I remember seeing him come across the screen. Yep. I appreciate it, by the way. Sitting here fishing with 1-ton crew, 4 bites all day. Yeah, we pretty much just got out here. We like I said, we tried to decide what lake to go to for the longest time. Then we finally decided to come over here. It took me a while to get ready. I haven't had the boat out in a month or so I had to dig everything out of the house and get loaded back up. And then we came over here to try to find bait, and we didn't look all that hard, but we didn't have any luck either. Wishing you were out doing what we were doing.
Oh, 1 ton. Art.
Somebody anyway. Slacker. Yeah, I've been doing a little hunting. I haven't been fishing in a minute. So we saw it's supposed to be 40 today, and I was like, "Hey, let's go." But I don't know what's gonna happen. The water temperature's 38 degrees, so it's definitely cold. But they've got to eat sometime.
Just started one time.
Becca, what's going on?
You guys see the rods okay?
Probably 2 or 3 of them. I think I'm in the way of that one. If one goes down, we'll move. I don't know how much confidence I have in this spot. Last time I fished that one time back in the late summer, I didn't have any luck. But
I've done good here, and I'm not.
yeah, a lot's
But
changed.
it is a ledge.
I don't say a lot's changed in the last 2 months since I fished here. Yeah. We'll see what happens. We'll give her a shot.
Yeah.
We can always move.
Now you want to see something weird?
That's funny. It's behind a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got about a 10-second delay.
Hey, what's going on, Leroy? St. Louis, Missouri. I've seen some big fish on Facebook come out of that area. Right, yeah, they're probably hearing it too. We're on a lake. It's Cedar Creek Lake here in southwest Ohio, I guess you'd call it. It's a pretty decent sized lake. It's like 2,400 acres, something like that, 25, 24.
100 foot.
Yeah, 100 foot by the dam. We're fishing right now in 32 foot of water. We're about to have to go behind this guy. Oh, that chair and that rod holder's in a bad spot. Every time you turn, it hits the tripod. He's got to be fishing. Unless he's got downriggers or something.
He's got one in his hand.
Oh, he's vertical jigging.
Yeah.
What's going on, Roger? There's Josh from 1 Ton. John Boy said, Brandon, catch your PB today.
That would be nice.
Mom's on there. Ace, Maurice, Stan. That's all right, Stan. I appreciate you being in here. We're just gonna fish this spot right here for a minute, and then we're probably gonna roll out and find a different spot. But this is where our last spot catching bait took us, so we're gonna troll it out here for a minute and see what happens. Oh, I was like, I was reading your comment. I was like, I'd be confused. Roger, we ended up coming to Cedar Creek.
Yeah, I'm messing with him. I'm in chat.
Did you end up going fishing, Roger? I know you were talking about it. We're getting on that ledge now. We're getting a little bit shallower.
Yeah. That's promising.
Right. Trying to get this dude's way. Roger's fishing with the Chad. You guys catching anything?
He must have got on something at that point.
Yeah. Right. Or we shouldn't pick up our speed just a little bit.
Try.
You know what I mean? Maybe it's one click. We're going 0.2. I mean, we're hardly moving. At least we get around this guy. Get that planer board pulled back out.
Mm-hmm.
You guys catch anything, Roger? There's that planer board kicking in. It's playing out good now.
Yeah, it is.
I think we were just going too slow because that wind's kind of hitting us in the face a little bit. So I think that that wind was kind of pushing on that planer board a little bit, wasn't letting it open up. Now it's going backwards. Oh, snag. I was like, that's a good sign. You see, I don't have the ones that has the clip that pops off.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? When it starts going backwards, either snagged or the fish on. Roger said, dodging logs. Ace dropped 10 pounds of lead on his toe. Yeah, that'll do it.
Ow.
That'll do it. There's that 5-10 mile an hour breeze we're talking about.
Yeah, it's finally hitting this side of the lake.
Mm-hmm. I'll take it there. It's not too bad.
Yeah, let's do it. That is hilarious.
Yeah, I need to put a spacer in there. So when I move, you don't move. Dodging logs and catching hogs. That's what Roger said.
Hopefully not catching the logs.
Picture didn't happen. No, I've never fished Seneca Lake. Have you?
Lake. That's up north, isn't it?
He said Southern Ohio.
Is it so?
That's what he said.
I know it's good for flathead.
I've never been over there. I've heard of it.
It's good.
I just never fished it.
It's a great flathead lake.
All the logs have been caught. We were up there in the debris where the creek dumps into the lake, and there was so much debris we couldn't throw the net for bait, so we came over here. But that's where we're headed now, so we might, I don't know, as much as I even hate to say it, I might end up anchoring and seeing what we can't find. Is that a bite? Sure it is a little one.
On your middle one?
Yeah. Or are we dragging through some, well, there's some rough stuff down there. But anyway, we might end up anchoring up where all that creek's washing into the lake and see what we can't make happen over there. Thumbs down. We must be doing something right then.
Yeah. Not yet, Josh. But we are freezing trying.
Oh yeah, I saw Chad said something about Rogers only tried to kill him 3 times so far or something. You have any luck, man? Yeah, so did we. So did we.
Don't come out here very often.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I live pretty close to here, but I catch myself going to other places a lot. I have, yeah. I haven't done much luck. I haven't had much luck up in there though. But what are you fishing for? Really, flathead? Right. They're in here for sure. Oh, is that right? Yeah. Yeah, I know. It seems like if you want to catch a flathead out of here, you need to start bass fishing. It seems like I see more bass fishermen catch them than the cat fishermen.
That musky.
Well, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I've only caught blues and channels out of here. I've never caught a flathead, but they're in here. Small. The biggest one I've caught's maybe 5 pounds. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Give them some time, they'll be in here, that's for sure.
That might be a bite.
Right. You're doing it too. Well,
Yeah.
good luck to you. See ya. That's snagged. As long as it comes free, we'll be all right.
Come across some.
Yeah. Marking some fish down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's dragging across something, sure. I wonder somewhere that creek channel bends. I wonder if we're going up on the bank of it. You know what I
It
mean?
might be. It's a 30 foot. I'm going with one loose.
Right. There you go. There you go. There you go. As soon as you get up, that's what happens. I hate to tell you, but I think you need some new weights.
Yeah.
Josh, I'm good fishing with LG bass, cats, dog, birds. I think if he changed his name to LG Cats, he'd probably catch more fish. That's just my opinion.
I vote LG Cats. This one here is keeps snagging
Mm-hmm.
for whatever reason.
Right. Yeah, Cameron. We're going for channels, maybe some blues. But the blues are channel cat size, if not even smaller. So they were just introduced to this lake back in 2018. So it's going to take a while before they're really worth specifically going and trying to target them. Not that it's much different than channel cat. A little deeper.
Whatever we went through, it's gone now.
Mm-hmm. Planer board is doing really good now.
But we're going right after us.
Yeah.
It's fast enough to get over, then slow enough for them to get.
Yeah. I would just catch one today. I'd be happy with that.
Heck yeah.
But we'll see. Does anybody know if Palmetto's still alive? I tried to wait till he was done, but I didn't go and check. When we got here and started fishing, I went ahead and set it up. Yeah, Cameron, they're new. They're still small. The biggest one that I know anybody's caught, like I was just telling that guy over there, is 5 pound range. You know, 3 to 5 pounds probably. I maybe should have grabbed a jacket.
Hey, I brought extra hot hands.
Right.
Now he's wishing he brought a jacket. Could be worse. Could be like yesterday.
Right.
Yeah, those weights don't like really nasty bottom.
Right.
They're working better than I thought.
Right. Did you share that live feed when you're on your phone?
Yeah, I'm gonna get ready to. I forgot to.
Well, I didn't know
Reminds me.
because it went from like 4 people up to like 14 when you had your phone out. I didn't know if you shared it or not.
Not yet.
LG Cats. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I think we're all voting for that. Hey, Chad.
Palmetto's still alive. Yeah, I was gonna try and wait for him to wrap his up, but it's gonna be dark here in, I don't know, 2.5 hours. So, and it's supposed to get cold tonight. So it's supposed to get like what, 20 something. So I was wanting to get out here and do some fishing before it got dark. So I waited as long as I could.
Surprisingly enough, there's a lot of boats on the lake.
Yeah. We've seen probably 3 or 4 duck hunters too. He says no brakes on this train. Get them baits down and phone up.
They're down. We got shiners and mullet.
Yeah, the place we used to like to get bait at around here is all washed out from the rain we had the last couple of days. So every throw was nothing but leaves and sticks and debris. So we abandoned that mission, and luckily we bought a little bait to bring with us.
No chicken, though.
No chicken.
We have no chicken. There's no roosters on this boat.
I like my chicken deep fried. You know, if Roger's on here, he's gonna say something. If he's still here.
Oh, yeah.
We'll flush him out.
Hey, Fishing Life.
Well, it's going out here. It's hey, there's some fish.
Yes, we're marking.
Some good marks.
We are marking fish.
It's going. We just haven't had any luck yet. I wonder if we can. If we had a little more room, we could almost do chunky style and watch the rods through the phone. You know what I mean?
That would be awesome.
But my big head's in the way. $485. Oh yeah.
Those hand warmers are nice and popping hot.
Right. How much? Oh boy, here we go. How much to throw Brandon off the boat?
Wow.
Check back with me in the summertime.
Wait until we're on my boat. He wants my boat. My boat will do chunky style. We'll have disco lights.
Yeah, you got the LED strips.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. He said we are Josh, I think. So we are alive but not live. That's good. I feed the chicken to the catfish and deep fry the cats. Tastes better. Whatever works, man. Whatever works. I'm not a big fan of catfish. I don't know why. I'm not a big fan of fish at all. I mean, I'll eat some crappie here and there or some walleye, but I'm just not a big fan of catfish. I love fishing for them. I'm not a big fan. I've tried them a couple times, and I will say when I took that trip down to Mississippi last fall, or well, no, this fall, I guess back in October or whenever it was, I had some catfish down there. That was good. It was killer down there. How much for me to throw Aaron in the water?
I'll start at $10.
10, give me 12, blah, 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 give me 15. Blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna guess nobody's catching fish if everybody's talking about throwing their fishing partners in the water.
Hey, PA.
PA Catfish Seeker. I just never. Yeah. I put it down the bottom, but I guess I never really said what was going on. We're out here fishing with Brandon of Catfish and Dreams. We've been trying to make this trip happen for a long time, but just couldn't make it happen. And finally,
So it's not fun being injured.
Finally got him healed up in some halfway decent weather. So here we are. Mike's Outdoors and Adventures. What's going on, buddy?
Hey, Mike.
You ever realize how many mics are on YouTube?
Yeah. Yeah.
Every time I jump into a live stream, it's like, hey, Mike, and Mike, and Mike, and other Mike.
So if we say, hey, Mike once, does that count for all of them?
Hey, Mike, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, there you go. I'm going to start using that. They can fight over who's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Right.
Luckily, we got good weather. It's really not bad for Ohio weather.
For January 2nd.
Yeah.
Mike said we're going to take over the world.
I think you already have.
Pretty much.
We don't catch a fish. We at least caught a cold.
Yeah.
We caught something.
Right.
By the way, yeah, these chairs are.
Oh yeah, these chairs are sweet.
They're not really bad on your butt.
Yeah, they're
And the support, your back support's really nice.
right.
I'd like these for stadium chairs for the racetrack.
Yeah,
This would be awesome.
they make hunting chairs too.
Really?
They're a little pricey, but they're nice.
Yeah, but a good bass seat or a
Right.
good boat seat with air, you're looking at $300.
Yeah, they weren't that bad. I think they were $100.
Oh, heck, that's worth it.
Right.
Fat kid status chair. I ain't gonna break it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see one of these getting broken. Pinky in the brain.
Oh, jeez.
Anybody else out fishing besides 1 Ton and Roger and Chad?
I think Aaron's out with regulators out with him.
Oh yeah, I think they said he
Think
was.
so.
Well, that's why I meant that group.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if anybody else is having better luck than what we are. I can't complain though. We've only been fishing for a half hour maybe. So where you want to go next while we're sitting here? You wanna try that floated creek, or do you wanna?
We can drag in there.
You know,
And if anything, we can go in and then come around.
yeah,
I mean, it gives us options.
right.
It's either that or we take them for a boat ride.
We can do that. No, Mike, we're on Cedar Creek Lake here in southern Ohio.
We were going to go to East Fork. East Fork was our first choice, plan A, but East Fork's blown out.
Yeah. Yeah, and where I was wanting to fish down there at East Fork is where the creek runs in, and I don't know. I mean, it could have been good fishing, but at the same time, I wasn't wanting to try to fight, fishing where I wanted to fish with the undercurrent trying to push us up against the bank, because there's a ledge that I fish out there, and as soon as you get off that ledge, you quit catching them. So it would have been a pain trying to stay right there. I guess we could have anchored up over there though. But if you've been watching me fish for very long, you know that I don't like anchoring. So that's usually not my first option. So Regulators caught his big one yesterday.
Nice.
Whoops. How big's big? Fishing Life was fishing earlier, but not for catfish. Half Crazy's in the house. And I keep hitting buttons. You're 2.5 hours from Caesars Creek. Which way, Mike? If you don't mind me asking.
He's southeast.
Southeast.
Yeah.
So he's over there. He's over kind of closer to East Fork then, a little bit. Well, I guess not really. It's more. It's southeast of here. I bet East Fork's an hour and a half from here, probably.
On a boat, it is.
Yeah. 35 to 40, 38. Oh, chat just went flying by. 38 and a half to 39 inches long. That's a good one. Was it a blue or a flathead or Vinton County? Okay. Yeah, you're not too terribly far.
Good hunting down there.
Yeah. That's good.
It's starting to get in the muck. See some leaves rolling by, so
Mhm.
we're getting close.
Yeah, we can just take this troll on up in there.
It's funny, we're about 100 yards away.
Huh?
Fishing line, real 100 yards away.
Oh, from where we're at right now?
No, from the mouth. Remember we were talking about how much line on the spool last
Right.
night? Yeah,
Right.
we're about a football field away.
Oh, yeah. Right. Lyle, what's going on, man? MacArthur. Okay, I know where you're at. Yeah, you're a good little ways away. In my personal opinion, I don't know what kind of lakes you have down there or anything. If I lived 2.5 hours away from here, I wouldn't come here. It's kind of my input. It's a decent lake. It's a big lake. The problem you run into is the pleasure boaters out here are, just unreal. If you go back on some of my videos, I've got some recorded video from here, and I'm sure there's got to be some boat wake in some of those videos where it's just, I mean, there's just pleasure boaters out here all the time.
Doesn't help that they call this lake the Dead Sea, even though there's good fish in it. It's just a difficult lake to learn.
Yeah, it would take you. Well, I mean, honestly, the first time I came out here with my boat was my best trip out here.
Really?
Yeah, we caught 8 fish. 13-pound channel was the biggest. 2 blues.
I've always caught fish coming out here, so
Yeah, they're here. I just don't know if it's worth a 2.5-hour drive. I'd much rather go somewhere else.
10 years from now,
Yeah,
when the blues get
yeah,
big.
yeah.
Last I heard, they put in about 1 million fingerlings of baby blues.
Yeah, it's close. It's like 750,000.
Yep.
Almost 1 million, something like that. Yeah. That's exactly what Brandon's told him. I was talking about you, or
Yeah.
there's a few Brandons on here too.
Yeah, but we're outnumbered still.
Outnumbered by the mics.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I was to drive 3 hours somewhere, Sandusky Bay.
Hoover,
Sandusky Bay.
Yeah.
All day long.
We'll get my boat up there this year.
Right. I don't care what boat we take.
Yeah, both.
Yeah, both of them.
Just both of it.
Right.
Pleasure boaters don't bother me out here in my boat. This one they can almost sink.
Yeah, I mean, but what's nice about this is there's so much stability because it's so wide. You know what I mean? But I mean, to me, it's just, I mean, it makes it less enjoyable. You know what I mean?
It sucks.
Kentucky Catman, what's going on, buddy? Georgia fisherman. I bet he's a little warmer than we are.
That's either bait or that's either muck.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much sticks and leaves and muck right here. It's hard telling what that thing's picking up. Hopefully, pick up some fish.
We'll have to watch it because it'll start getting tangled on the lines.
Right. It'd be all right.
No, it will. Most of it's up top.
Right. Wearing shorts today, I feel guilty.
I'm wearing shorts.
I'm wearing Carhartt bibs. No, Jim, we're not doing any good yet. There's a nice mark.
Mm-hmm.
It's nowhere near where we're fishing though. That might be 2 marks. I can't say that's 2 marks, I think. Yeah. There's a nice mark though on the bottom.
Yeah, we got some. Yeah, there's coming.
Yep. But that could be sticks and logs that got washed down. But anyway, Jim, we just got out here 38 minutes ago, and we started fishing probably 3 minutes before the live started. So we've only been fishing about half an hour, but no good yet. But no, that's a fish. That mark right there.
Yep.
There's 3 marks right there. Fish. Those are good marks too. So we kind of couldn't decide where to fish, so we kind of decided to troll from where we started out over to this other spot we were wanting to fish. So we didn't really have, I don't want to say we had high hopes by any means, but we just want to get some lines in the water before it got dark and too cold. We're going a little fast too. That wind picked up, started pushing us. So I'll slow us down a little bit. Because yeah, I don't think with 30, 37-degree water temperatures, they're going to be very active. As far as chasing baits goes.
I can't believe he's dead sticking flatheads, but it works.
Drop one under the boat. Yeah, I thought about it. I thought about dead sticking one, probably 2 or 3 foot off the bottom, or maybe even a little bit higher than that. But the problem we run into is a 2-rod limit, and I don't know. I like dragging too much. But that's another reason we're going to go to East Fork, because the way that Ohio has the regulations wrote up for this past year, so you can use 3 rods on Ohio part of the Ohio River. And then to make it fair for bank fishermen and everything, any county that touches the Ohio River, you're allowed to use 3 rods in. So East Fork's down in Claremont County, I want to say.
I think so.
And it borders the river. So you're allowed using 3 rods down there. So I was going to do this with 4 rods out the back. And then I got my tripod set up actually zip tied to one of my rod holders in the front. And I was going to dead stick 2 right underneath the boat. But we ended up not going there. So we're stuck with 2 rods apiece. But me and Brandon were on the phone. What was that last night talking about it? And I can see within the next 3 years, maybe 5 years at the most, I can see the whole state of Ohio going to a 3 rod limit. I rip my bibs.
Again?
Right. But that's just my guess. So yeah, I can use all the rods I want on the Ohio River. We're not on the Ohio River.
We'd be catching logs,
Yeah, like Roger and Chad.
dodging trees.
Now, if I get on and buy a Kentucky non-resident license and then come up here and fish with 3 rods, it might be worth it.
Can you do that?
I don't see how they'd be able to. On the Ohio River, I know you can, which is what he's talking about.
Oh yeah.
I'm curious. Mike, I'm not sure. There's too many mics. I'm not sure if I have you on Facebook or not. If not, send me an email or something. ohiocatfishchasers@gmail.com. And I will try to find in the regulation book where I found that at, and I'll send it to you. But I know it's true because when I fished the couples tournament, if you were on my channel during that Chad's event, I fished down there, and that's part of the reason I went down there, because I could use 3 rods down there. Oh no, Jim, sorry, we're on Caesars Creek. It kind of looks like the Ohio River though, doesn't it? If you know what I mean, with an island.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like a river.
Yeah.
But nope, we're fishing Caesar Creek.
I do like those blue cat rods though.
Yeah.
They're nice. And the Lew's, I really like the Lew's reels. They're really smooth. And then you're trying out that new rod of yours.
Yeah, I got one of Catfish Sumo's new rods.
The foam's really nice. It is.
They use a different blank, and it's a little bit heavier action than what the old ones were. Yeah, Mike, I forget where I found it. I'll have to try to find it and get a hold of you. Dang it. Thanks, Stan. I appreciate that. Every time I scroll, it puts it on the screen. Okay, I see you, Mike. I'll reply to you here in a minute when we get off stream. Yeah, so basically when you get inland Ohio and you're fishing these inland lakes, you're all 2 rod per man limit. And like somebody on there said, when you're fishing by yourself, 2 rods really ain't enough. You know, you're not covering any water. So, which I never fish by myself anyway. I know a lot of people that do. Just too many things can happen. So, plus, I mean, you get a little bored fishing by yourself, unless you're chunky and you got 400 people in there talking to you.
Yeah.
But Creole, what's going on, man?
Uh-oh. He came in to brag about the warm weather down there.
Probably did. Mike, I saw your comment though. I got your message too. So I will do my best when we get out here tonight. I'll find where I found that at, and I'll send it over to you.
getting into it now.
Yeah. You know, I would think, in my opinion, you got all this stuff coming in. The catfish know this is going down.
Well,
know
like
what I
you
mean?
said, fish that mud line.
Right, right. You know, all that bait got washed in here, all that fresh water,
Well,
which in the summertime, you know, I mean, fresh water, oxygenated water,
and I've
it's
seen
moving.
I've seen it chalk up worse than this.
Right. Yeah, Mike, I understand that completely. You know, I'm the same way when it comes to hunting and fishing. I'm about as by the book as you're going to get. Uh, just, um, just for the fact that I don't want to get anything taken away from me. You know what I mean?
We spend enough money.
Yeah, and not so much getting gear taken away, which can happen, but just getting any rights taken away. You know, lose a fishing license for a year or whatever. It's not worth it to me. So, okay, Jack. Yeah, this is pretty close to my home waters. I don't fish it a whole lot just because I've got if I got hit, but I've got some other places around here I like fishing a little bit better. But yeah, the blue cats they put in here in 2018. I've caught 3 of them, I believe now. They're all in the 3 to 5 pound range. So here in the next couple of years, it's definitely going to be a pretty good lake.
And it's deep.
Two Passions Fishing, what's going on? Yeah, Mike, I understand. And I will say that the way they wrote it in there, it's a little bit fuzzy. You know what I mean? But if you read it, it does say you can use 3 rods. So half the time, I think they kind of write those laws a little bit fuzzy just so they can get you a ticket if they want to, or at least give you a reason to check you. You know what I mean?
They do a lot of times.
Like I've been checked a couple times because my last boat.
Out here?
No, I was at I forget, but it was my old boat, and when I bought my sticker, I just put it on like the other dude had it. I didn't realize on one side it was behind the numbers and one side it was in front.
Oh.
So one of them's wrong. It needs to be what behind the numbers, I think.
I think it's behind over here.
I can't see it. But anyway, I had my sticker on wrong, and the wildlife officer pulled up and was checking everything else then, and he just gave me a warning. And he's like, I'm just checking you out, blah blah, because your sticker was on the wrong side. I said, yeah, basically you're it's basically like a license plate light, right? You're just trying to find something else. He's like, yeah, kinda. So
I can tell you right now, all last year I didn't see one game.
no, I haven't seen any this year.
Well, it's only January 2nd.
All right, who offered money to push him in? Okay, sorry. Last year I didn't see any either.
It was weird. You would think with the amount of people out fishing and boating
Right.
last year, with everything going on, you would think that they would be out, but they wouldn't.
Right. No, I mean, well, there's marks, but is it leaves and debris and all that stuff? Or?
Problem is too is marking that stuff is cluttering up the grass.
Right. Yeah, we won't give it too much more time.
These things were good.
The hand warmers or gloves?
Both.
Both of them.
Both.
Roger move spots. He's back on here. Probable cause, yeah. Oh yeah, DNR put blue cats in here. Yeah. Yeah, we were just talking about that a minute ago. Jack, why do I keep doing that? I think they're up to like $750,000 between fingerlings and what do they call it? What do they call the ones that are smaller? Fingerlings?
Fingerlings, yeah.
What's the other one then? Advanced fingerlings.
Yeah.
Because that last stocking they did back in June, July,
Yeah.
whatever it was, they put a lot of advanced fingerlings
Yes,
in
those
there.
one were like up 15 to 18
Yeah,
inches.
yeah. So yeah, it should be a good lake here before long. Hopefully sooner than later.
I give it 5 to 10 years.
Oh, 10 years, because you gotta think Hoover, they put those in 2016, I think.
11.
Was it
I think it was
11?
11.
Okay, you might be right.
That was the first lake in Ohio that they did a test in.
Right.
It's turning into a blue cat fishery. Like,
Well, because
real good.
Roger will probably tell us more. I know he fishes up there a lot.
Yeah.
But I know there's been 40 pounders caught out there so far.
Yeah.
That's the biggest I know of is 40 pounds. But bank fisherman from Indiana fished Ohio, had 3 rods in the water and got checked, gave a verbal warning. That's cool. I mean, and some people don't, really don't know, because a long time ago when I was kind of first getting my roots, daggone it, with catfishing and everything, I was throw netting, and DNR pulled up and I had a bluegill, and he asked if I caught it in a throw net, and I was like, yeah. And he wrote me a ticket, and I was like, for what? And he said, you can't keep game fish. I'm like, how's a bluegill a game fish? Like, I don't know anybody that goes out targeting, giant bluegill for trophy fish or whatever. And he's like, well, I can show you in the book where it says you can only keep forage fish. I'm like, isn't a bluegill a forage fish? They forage for worms and bugs and all that stuff. They're not a predatory species. But like I said, that was a long time ago. I was a young pup, but I got a ticket for it. But now I know. So yeah, Creole. Our channel cats get a little bit bigger, just because they don't have the competition for food and all that good stuff. From the big blues and flatheads like other places have. So we got some decent sized channel cat. I'm not going to say that there's any. I mean, compared to your 5 pounders, they're giant, but
We don't have any state. Probably not a state record in here, but there's 20s.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's a decent population of 20s.
Right. Told me if we left it up to people.
Mountain Dew time.
You gonna grab me a water while you're right there?
Yeah.
Chad, did you really just say hi to Roger when you're right next to him? Yeah, Creole, they're considered game fish here too. I just didn't think, that a bluegill would be a game fish. But my thing with the rod limits is, close enough.
That worked great.
Like take crappie in this lake right here, for example. You're allowed 30 over 9 inches. So if you're allowed 30 and you're fishing with 1 pole and it takes you all day, what's the difference in if you use 10 poles and you catch 30 in an hour? 30 fish is 30 fish. So I don't really see the big deal of, upping the rod limit a little bit. I don't know if unlimited would be maybe the way to go, but 3, I think we should at least be able to use 3.
I'd be good with 3 here in
Yeah.
Ohio.
Yeah. Well, because especially, like if you look at it right now, we got 4 out the back, 2 people. We both put 1 in the front right here. That's our 3, and it's kind of crowded. You know what I mean? You could be like Roger and put about 9 of them like this, but Mike says he does actually like finding big bluegills. Well, you're the reason I got a ticket then, Mike. Hope you're happy. Yeah, as long as you're not over your krill limit, who cares how many rods you use to catch them? But I know we were talking in here earlier. I think Ohio will go statewide with 3 rods sooner than later. My guess is the next 3 to 5 years, but I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, like once or twice.
I think the bigger issue they have is you go up north and you get the Amish.
Yeah.
And they clean the lake out.
Well, and see, from what I've heard, they don't care anyway. They'll keep whatever, however big, you know what I mean?
Doesn't matter if it's an inch,
Yeah.
4 inches, 10 inches.
That's what everybody says happened to Rocky. They say they overfished it and took a lot of fish out of there. Yeah, 3 rods would be perfect, I think. Bluegill, give me. Yeah, I'd be happy
with 3 rods.
I'd be happy with 1 rod going down.
Yeah,
right now.
I'm down for that. Just see a big slam
Right.
and not a snag.
Right.
I'm getting close to that seam though, because it's getting a little bit more chalky.
Right. Yeah, we might have should have started up here. I don't know. The other problem too, I don't know how much winter fishing you've done. I'm
Not much for cats.
Yeah, I'm new to the game. I'm always hunting in the winter, so
I usually head to like Deer Creek and go to the spillway and go
yeah,
for saugeye.
right,
And I fish this for walleye.
right,
I usually fish the flats on the other side.
right. And we can run down there. You know
I
what I
don't know
mean?
how it'll be for cats.
I'm just saying we can
Or
we can
get,
move.
Or we can get into the cove over there.
Yeah.
This over here I just don't know about with this how nasty
Right.
that was when we got in there further.
Yeah.
It just felt like the further we got in, the worse it got.
Right. We're slowed down again now. We'll speed up again for a minute. What really doesn't make sense, at least you ought to have a trot line. Bro, last time I went to Cedar Creek, it was nowhere near that calm. Jeez. That was a cannon.
That was a 90 caliber musket.
Yeah, I don't know what the
Oh, that ain't a musket.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what the regulations are for trot lines in Ohio. I've never done it. To me, I'm not knocking anybody that does do it, but to me, there's no sport in it. I just don't get. I don't think I'd get enjoyment out of it. You know what I mean? So I'm strictly rod and reel, but I don't know what the regulations are here in Ohio for trot lines. But I know it's more than a couple hooks. You know what I mean? Hippie, we are. Or no, I'm sorry, I read that wrong. Two Passions. So we're on the Ohio. We are not on the Ohio. We are we're at Cedar Creek Lake. It's down in Southwest Ohio. But yeah, last time I was at Cedar Creek, it's been probably 2 months ago, and there was boat races here and jet skis and pleasure boaters. There was a big
that was the day you came and it was the Trump parade, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't the parade. It was legitimately a boat race. And they just had big old cigar boats coming down. They were shooting down from the marina.
Yeah.
They come down around this island, and we shot back up, and we were fishing this bank over here, and just they were getting washed out. Yeah. But
over here,
what do
a
you got?
whole bunch of seagulls.
There are a bunch of seagulls.
Seagulls.
That's deep over there. I don't know if that's white bass up on top of the water or shad or there's dead fish over there. I don't know.
Maybe.
But yeah, this lake's not usually this calm.
It is at night.
Well, at night, yeah.
Oh, this lake at night is like glass.
And see that's the problem I made this year. For some reason, I wanted to fish in the morning. You know what I mean? So I'd fish from like 5 a.m. till 10 a.m. or something, and until the pleasure boaters started rolling in, then I'd leave.
I'll bring you out.
You know what I mean? I fished it at night a couple times, but
So there's stuff in here.
yeah, they're moving. But we're marking some stuff that could be fish, could be debris. But yeah, I fished it a couple times. But my thing was I didn't know this lake well enough. You know what I mean? So I wanted to kind of learn where the stumps were, things like that, before I came out here at night too much. Whoa! I just jumped through chat about. Yeah. So Ohio, we've got a 2-rod limit, except for on the Ohio or Lake Erie, like we were talking about. We've got a 3-hook limit per rod.
Yeah, so we can do a Kentucky rig. It's just 3 hooks max.
Right. Which I use triple rigs a lot for crappie. You know what I mean? We can pretty much use whatever we want for bait as long as it's of legal keeping size. You know what I mean?
You can use a 12-inch bass.
No, 15.
15?
15.
You can use a 15-inch bass. I
The
don't.
the problem is there's not enough fish here to waste your time fishing for them. You know what I mean? But yeah, you could. But yeah, we don't have any slot limits either. And the creel limits, I don't even know what it is for like bass and stuff. But crappie is 30. which they gotta be over 9 inches. So that's 39-inch crappies, pretty good size, pretty good mess. But Wisconsin, 3 rods, 1 hook. Yeah, that does kind of suck. I mean, for catfishing, it wouldn't be too bad, but I wouldn't like that for crappie fishing. I like having multiple baits.
You see, they're busting the water drums too up here.
Mm-hmm.
That's where all that muck is.
Oh yeah, that flea market. I haven't been there in a while, but there's definitely some good deals. That's for sure.
Which one?
Cedar Creek, I'm assuming he's talking about. Ace Hardware. What's going on, Ricky? I wish when I could scroll through here, I wouldn't hit everybody's comments. That sucks, man. I hate brake lines because as soon as it busts in one spot, it's gonna bust in another one. I remember one day I took a little trip down the Hocking Hills, blew a brake line, but luckily it was my old Chevy, and it had the two reservoir brakes master cylinder, so I made it home. Yeah, I know. I'm just seeing that too.
Because mine's not doing it.
Look at that planer board.
That planer board's going backwards.
But the rod's not showing, but acting like you got hit. See there, it just broke through. Snagged, yeah. We're getting into some of that stuff. But anyway, I fixed the brake line, and when I was bleeding the brakes, I blew another brake line. That was fun. So Hippie, where you're at, you should be able to use 3 rods. Hang on.
Yeah, because he's down in Cincinnati area, I believe.
Well, because he was fishing East Fork the other day.
Yeah.
So if you're fishing East Fork, which is where we were gonna go today, but we changed our mind at the last minute. If you're fishing East Fork, you can use 3 rods. And me and Mike were just talking about that. And it's because that county the East Fork is in borders the Ohio River. So yeah, you're good to use them down there, but as soon as you leave a county that's touching the Ohio River, you got to go down to 2 rods. Jesus. Yeah, throwing a cast net, it takes some practice. I mean, it really does. But
I stink at it.
Once you get it down, it's so rewarding because your bait's free then and all that good stuff. I see 3 cast nets from right here on my boat.
Yep, now we're in the milk.
Yep. About to grab me a cup of coffee. I'm not going that way. Yeah, feeder rivers for the Ohio. You're good down there for 3 rods, but you start coming up here a little bit more north, you got to go back down to 2.
Making a move.
Huh?
Making a move.
Do what?
Oh, hell, they're still diving over here.
Yeah, there's bait over here.
You want some hot hands?
I'm gonna throw my gloves on as long as I scroll through chat.
Dude, you don't need them with this.
Huh?
These things are
Wait, camo?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. Camo hot hands.
Right. This is almost cold. Yeah, Creole. I actually just found out about that this year. I use the Phytech nets, and I saw it on YouTube somewhere, and I started trying it, and I wasn't sure if it was actually good for the lines or not. And that's the thing where you ask one person, they're going to say it's good, and one person's going to say it's bad. But I messaged Phytech, and they said they actually recommend it, and basically exactly like Creole was just saying. And because I mean, for anybody, I know 2 passions, you're not going to know what we're talking about if it's your first time using them. But when you first get a cast net out of the box, it's so stiff it doesn't want to open up. if you soak it like Creole's saying, it breaks down that mono and it opens up, I mean, 10 times better. You just want to make sure when you get done soaking it, you rinse it off real good, so you don't have that fabric softener on there anymore. Because I'm sure over time it could deteriorate your mono of the net. Yeah, man, live streams are awesome. Fishing life. I don't know if I have any moderators in here right now, but if somebody wants to, go ahead and share up Fishing Life's link. I haven't done a live stream in a minute, so I keep forgetting I need to go through and update my moderators and get a few more. But
That's a pretty decent log over there. Pretty decent stick right there.
yeah, I see it now. There's fish right here, man.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what they are, but
Oh, look at that big mark. That might be a stick. I don't know.
yeah, I don't know either. We're gonna find out. You plan on doing mobile StreamYard? Yeah, I'm on StreamYard right now. Luke has a good video on it. Dang it. Yeah, late gas, and there's some big old blues in there. That's for sure. I wish they had a cast net gun.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. Yeah, well, our bait kind of started dying on us, but I think you have a good chunk of live bait, don't you?
No, it was dead.
Oh, was it dead?
Yeah. Skull hooked it.
He said you're using live bait for the surprise muskie.
Actually, if we're not bass fish, since we're not bass fishing, we're not going to get a muskie.
Yeah.
I have hooked more muskie at this lake bass fishing than actually trying to target muskie.
It seems like it goes the same way for flathead. I see more guys or more flatheads with crankbaits hanging out of their lips than you do catfishermen. You know what I mean?
I don't know if you guys can see him. If there's a boat directly out the back.
Yeah, he's right. Where's he at?
He's right there, isn't he?
Yeah, he's somewhere right. I don't know where my finger's at. There we go. He's right there.
Yeah. He's jigging for flathead.
He told us last winter he caught a 44-incher.
He also said he doesn't even fish this or come here very often.
He did.
Yeah.
But I've caught a 13 and a 14-pound channel cat out of here, and I don't come here very often. You know what I mean? I've started to this year, but not in the past.
Summertime's really good. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're in the trees now.
We in the swamp now.
Yep. We're in the bayou.
Hippie said you've caught muskie there, bro. I threw lures and live bait for literally 10 hours one day up there and didn't catch anything.
Wait until the spring when the white bass run, go up into the creek, and you just walk the bank and just throw live bait or whatever.
He said, definitely, was that Creole?
Yeah.
Said, definitely don't have muskie. We have huge alligator gar. Yeah, it's close enough. What are you looking at?
The bush that came flying down the sticking up right there.
What?
That wasn't
right there.
That wasn't there when we came through here earlier.
It wasn't. Does camera file let you see comments? On the face.
Camo hot hands. Woohoo! They're still seagulls.
Warm up my nose. Bank fit. Oh, where'd it go? That's not Rocky Dummy. Nope. Last minute change of plans. I don't want to waste the hour drive down to Rocky. Bank fishing here honestly sucks. Not that it's not good. There's just nowhere. There's no good access. I mean, you're gonna have to hike and guess and all kinds of stuff to bank fish out here. There's very, very few bank fishing options.
Most of it's 10, 20-foot cliff drops.
Right. Yeah, I've never used that camera fire, whatever you're talking about, but I like StreamYard. It's pretty dummy proof. It's pretty easy to use. Ricky's creation, make us all cast net gun.
There you go. Dude, that's a whole bush.
Jig some crappie. Murillo, Michael Murillo in here. There he is. What's going on, buddy?
Well, that's Mike number 2 or number 3?
At least 2, maybe 3. Went up there with minnows in the spring off the bank. Caught. You got sauger, crappie, and bass. Ohio Catfish Chasers. He says I've been in but quiet. Yeah, I mean, I'll give it a try. I mean, I like StreamYard just because it's already set up. It's free. Yeah, I just have the basic package. I didn't pay for anything. Was it getting hit or getting snagged?
It's just all the leaves. I could pull back.
Right.
We might not be able to stay in here long with that.
He says 3 mics equals official fishing stream. And the one downside I will say about the just basic package.
You're gonna go right into that probably.
I'll fix that problem like this.
Yeah, definitely go out more.
Yep.
Yeah, because you're gonna go into that bush. We don't have logs, but we do have floating bushes. Debris. After about 2 inches of rain, creek entering into the lake is pretty milk chocolate.
Well, not to mention all the snow melting off too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we won't give this much time if we don't have any luck in here.
Yeah.
We'll run up. Fish one of those. I mean, like you said, we can fish that cove up there. We can fish the flats.
Yep.
We can go wherever.
Yeah, I think we're clear.
It's like it. Why not? What's wrong with Rocky? I don't know. We just don't want to waste an hour drive getting down there. We got a late start.
Didn't you say it was like 4 foot up?
Yeah, and one of my buddies that lives down there says it was way up.
Man, I need to fish with you more often. I'm finding money in the boat.
That's
Or is this
battery.
a
It's a battery.
Looks like a quarter. Fish with Derek and you find money in the boat.
I don't know though, Brainer. We probably should have went to Rocky.
Yeah.
We probably had better luck.
I'm just glad to be out fishing.
Yeah.
After about a 4 or 5 month hiatus. You're just barely gonna clear it.
Yeah, I went live. I was live with Stan, talking with him one night, and I was on StreamYard, but since I wasn't on my channel, I didn't think it counted against me. But I was talking to him, and we were on there for like 6 hours just talking. And then a couple nights later, I went live on my channel, and it sent me a notification that I was getting close to my limit. So I didn't really realize there was a 20-hour limit, but I mean, it makes sense, I guess. They always make you pay for something. I'm not so sure I cleared it.
You might have though. I mean, it's up top.
Yeah, but what's hanging down? It depends where that's dragging at. If it's dragging at this angle or whatever.
We'll find out if it starts moving with it.
Right. Well, if we snag, we'll go somewhere else.
Well, it's clearing out a little bit right in here.
It is clearing out, yeah. Which technically we're not even in that creek yet. You know what I mean?
No, we ended up hitting the real nasty stuff over there.
Right. I just want that creek. Right. Tell you one thing, it's cooling off. It's not 38 degrees anymore.
It's 37.
37.
Well, I knew this much. We go out there, that wind is going to be strong. You can see.
Right.
Yeah, and I don't think
Well,
ours, the planer, just
I think that wind is hitting us right now. I think it's at the planer. You know, I mean, not
up.
planing, yeah. Because that bush ain't moved. Yeah, it's not too windy, but
Where we're at.
the wind, I mean, the wind's picked up just a little bit. That planer board or something. I'm not leaving anything on it, but there's something messed up with it. Yeah. It's not wanting to plane out anymore.
Guarantee something's stuck under it. Oh, yeah. You down for moving?
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that a fish or a bird?
Oh, dude, the birds have been diving over there, all in that whole area. It's up to you. I'm down
Well,
for
I know
whatever.
one thing. Huh?
I'm down for whatever.
We ain't cutting a fish.
Right? Yeah, exactly. So, you know what, though? If we get over in that area, it's going to be cleaner water.
Right. Well, I think our options here is run up in the creek and see if the fish ran up in the creek. You know what I mean? Or we're marking something there. Or we can run over fish the flats. We can run over and stomp on fish.
Well, there's a possibility that we get up in the creek and we get out of this because this is going to be the settling area.
That's true. Oh boy. All right, Creole, give me a minute. Is somebody talking?
Yeah, they're over here at the campground.
Oh,
Right there, walking down the ramp.
oh, I see.
Hi, guys.
Yeah, I hear it now. You see that fish jump?
Yeah.
The bass or something.
Oh, yeah. 38 degrees and they are jumping. Not on our lines.
We can throw spinner baits.
Cranks, something. I didn't bring my crankbait box.
I mean, do you want to run up in the creek for a minute? Try it out.
Go for it. Let's roll.
This is our closest spot. You know what I mean?
Oh, we can troll all the way in if you want.
Well, I don't want to waste time getting up in there. You know what I
Let's
mean?
do it.
You want to reel up real quick?
Yeah.
We probably try to get some shad too.
Yeah.
While we're out here. Yeah, Hippie, there's quite a few of them close around to us. Creole asked me how to get here in a minute, so I don't forget, because I will.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Really?
Yeah, look.
Well, I did.
Oh yeah,
That's like these.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see this one here. I got the same. It's lot less weight. No, I run it 2 different. But this one's got that big mullet on.
After the, yeah, I might need to use that base cam warmer. So what do you think? Where you want to try and get bait at? Along the bank where the birds are at, or what do you think?
Hey, if you want, let's run a creek first.
Run up the creek first.
Go in there.
Right. Creole's a long way from me. I know that. I wish he'd send us some weather though.
I'll take some. I'll take some of that weather.
Take some Louisiana weather. All right, you want to run up in this creek a minute?
You're good. You want your trolling motor up? Jeez.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Oh boy, I think about that. We set them up. Sneak around the outside here. Or out. Hey, yeah, I probably better put it up.
Yeah, I'd put it up.
If I fall in, it was nice knowing you guys.
Yeah. Still on.
Yeah. Oh,
Going for a little boat ride.
help me out here. Can't get over my fish finder, my rod holder.
Yeah, those ain't coming out anytime soon either.
What's those?
Yeah.
Why?
Dude, what is that's big?
Yeah,
Was that tannerite? That's gotta
maybe.
be tannerite.
It's a hell of a gun, man. Ah. That's next. We're almost in that week, so I might as well just put around.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is I'm standing. Yeah,
Oh, right.
yeah, I'm standing up. See if we can see that.
Look at all the fish. Well, that could be debris, though, too.
Yeah, but see, like stuff like this is floating in.
Right. Yeah, so you see shad jump or anything.
Definitely ain't gonna see any of that right now.
We can see if it's flipping. If it's flipping.
Yeah. See, I hate that you can't go in there. That'd be a perfect spot to beach.
Yeah. That fish jumping up there, or what's that? Is that ring?
Yeah.
I just jumped.
Huh?
I just jumped.
It's not as bad up in here. No, it's 16 foot.
Yeah, but it's shallow up here somewhere, right?
I go over that way.
Yeah, to the left of that buoy.
But you can go either side, just stay closer to that buoy.
Oh yeah. Why is it deeper on that side?
Yeah, this side over here gets shallow. I've been all the way up in here.
Yeah, I've been here like twice.
Just stay in the middle.
Right.
Go that side.
First ones. That fish just jumped right there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Fish jump right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh. How shallow does it get up in here?
That boat ramp's up in there.
Well, yeah.
But once you get past that, it's hard, it's tough.
Yeah, you gotta follow that creek, don't you?
You gotta basically really follow the channel. These stumps here's where we've caught some good ones.
Yeah. You know, we can get up here a little bit, throw a time or two, try to get some bait, and then start trolling again. Go up in here, you know what I mean? Whatever you think.
Watch it, because it is 11 foot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's throw on the street a little bit and start trolling.
Yeah, let me
Maybe
see
further
real
up in here.
quick.
I don't want to get too shallow, I don't think.
No.
You see that? What was that?
Looks like ducks.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Get real shallow here. What do you think?
I'm not seeing anything on the graph
Right.
at all. And I'm not seeing anything active like we were even out there. And it's just pure muck. I say we head back out. Yeah, definitely don't need sucking that up in the motor.
So you want to go to one of those two coves where it drops off?
Yeah, we can try that.
Anchor, control, whatever.
Probably don't even need to have to. They probably don't even have to anchor.
Sit there.
Yeah, almost like a dead stick.
I drift around a little. Well, yeah, we could get two up here, two back here, all four corners, just kind of like float around.
Yeah, I think that'll work. Dead stick the stumps there. I mean, they're in 30 foot of water.
The second cove.
Any of those goes over there.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Just got to be careful. Some of them stumps are 40 foot long. I've hit my fair share.
Yeah.
First time I did it in the boat, kind of freaked me out.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't bother me now. It's like, bump, whoops.
Yeah.
With the toy motor, not with the big motor. So, where do you want to try and go to that second cove where all the stumps are?
Do either one.
Fish out in front of it. That first cove, there's not many stumps in it.
So we'll get over there. We'll look at it, and I'll show you.
You want the Baja?
Huh?
You want the Baja? Get over quick. We can move that.
I think you're all right.
Think so?
Yours
Yeah,
ain't.
yours are. I got paperboard too. What? Bring that in. Let's put that paperboard. If you're sitting in front, they want to turn a little bit.
I just sit this on the it's not. It's gonna be loose.
Oh, you're good. They only have guys like the word now. Where was that little guy just a minute ago? I never even seen it. Did you?
No, I seen it. Be careful.
Huh?
Be careful. There's
Yeah,
more.
like Chad Rogers.
Once we get out of this, go that way.
What went under? Yeah.
Yeah.
On in there, just there. Oh. There's more right there. The propeller should move most of the way from the inlet, you know what I mean?
Well, and then the boat fall.
Right, right. There's a long.
Yeah, we don't want to hit that.
Got a jiggy guy again.
Yep.
Little one. Well, the one that looks little.
The iceberg.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of shit right
Yeah,
here.
it got real nasty.
Well, that's the brush. That's that brush pile.
Right.
Watch ahead.
Yeah. I'm just gonna try to sneak through right here. Yeah. Hopefully. That's a log here, ain't it?
Oh yeah. It's gotten worse.
Yeah. Get in front of this guy a little bit, then we'll fucking pick her up.
Sounds good to me.
Whoops. Hope we're falling this way.
Yeah.
Just give me a little bit of a better feeling.
Oh yeah. No, I agree.
Hold on. Huh?
Keep the handle on.
We want to head to right now.
So it's got the.
That second node.
You got that one there, and then you have another one that's just to the right or to the left of the point.
Yeah, that one right there.
Yeah.
That's where I was thinking once again. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Roll.
Huh?
Roll on. Those stumps come up.
They're in here somewhere.
Yeah, they come up pretty quick.
Yeah, we're at 24 foot right here.
Spot change time. Woo! And my eyes are frozen. My snot's frozen.
Sorry for not muting that. I forgot all about it. Luke must be from around here. He said, "Is that your buddy Luke or is that a different Luke?" He said, "Be careful getting up that channel." I've been stuck on that mud flat before, actually. How far up in here you want to go?
You see where them logs are up in there?
Yeah. I know there's a bunch. This is up. You know what I mean? I know there's a bunch of stumps down in here.
I wouldn't even go over idle.
Well, when I get here at a certain point, I'm gonna cut the big motor for the toy motor down.
Because those in there, the tree straight ahead.
Yeah, there's stumps all around that.
Yeah, that's what we call the 20s.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
When me and Chris were fishing the other day, we pulled up over here, anchored up.
Yeah.
Now.
And we're marking fish.
Are we?
Yeah, there's a big mark.
Good, because this piece of crap back here ain't marking nothing.
Yeah.
There's a stump right there.
Yeah. Oh no, I ain't worried about that one.
Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah. Yeah, I ain't worried about that one.
Probably trim up a little bit. Might help.
Yeah, definitely trim up. I got bubbles.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm about to cut this thing off.
Yep. Throw it into reverse and slow her down.
I just know there's way too many stumps in here. You're running that motor like that.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. I mean, that's good bubbles.
That cooled you off real quick.
Shit. My eyelids were freezing.
So what do you think here? Yeah, this is more your area. I don't fish this in a whole lot.
Normally what I do is I anchor by these.
I don't say you want
and
to pull
I
up
throw
here
into
and cast
them.
in.
Yeah, cat. You can do whatever you want. Anywhere in here, and it's deep.
Right. Or do you want to spin around like here and fan cast? You know what I mean? Because there's stumps, you know what I mean, all in this.
Right on these sides here is a ledge.
Right.
And I usually have one on each ledge, and then I have one out here. Not condoning 6 rods, but at 2 o'clock in the morning. But see, this is what I'm worried about. That's what you got to worry about.
Yeah, and this is full of them.
Oh yeah,
I mean?
They're in here like crazy.
Yeah, what we're seeing right now, I know you fish this more than I do. Oh, you ain't seeing half of them.
Probably not even a quarter. I hope you all enjoyed us freezing.
They're probably deaf now.
That
I should have muted it. You know what I mean? Usually when I run down the lake like that, I'll mute it, but I forgot all about it.
No, they're all laughing like it's 37 degrees and they're running full throttle.
Yeah, we were only going 40. 38, 39. So
if mine wasn't winterized, we'd have been taking mine full windshield.
Do you want? I have a full windshield, face mask.
Yeah.
So you want to spin around here, like right here, and cast?
Yeah, we can do that.
In front of the stumps, in the stumps.
Yeah.
In front of the stumps, behind the stumps, in the stumps.
I think we should go this way. There's more cover right here.
Well, you fish this.
This is right here is where we caught the 20s.
I don't fish this. That cove over there is where I stay that way. Or I'll skip this and go on. You know what I mean? I've only fished this once. But
this right here is where we catch the majority of them.
Creole said he enjoyed us freezing.
I'm sure.
Noise wasn't too bad. Good. All right. Let's see if I can not fall and kick his troll motor down.
Not like mine,
Usually my tripod's not here. I just walk right down the middle. But we brought some friends along today, so.
Well, and the good thing is now you got a little setup.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good idea. You want to fish behind those or in front of them? Because isn't there a bunch of stumps back behind there? Or are they in front?
They're all through here.
They're all through there?
They're all through here.
I couldn't remember.
You gotta be very careful. Well, look below us. You can see this. That's all stumps.
Right. There's that's a leaf. I don't know. This is your cove. It's your call.
I say we go up and in here, right over that way, and go this way into these. But we can have maybe.
So what, you want to pull forward and cast back?
Yeah, we can.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to anchor or if we should just you know what I mean?
We could probably just dead stick it.
Creole says low 40s right there right now.
That's pretty cold for you down there.
It's getting a lot shallower though. We're 19 foot already.
It's because they let the lake down.
Mm-hmm.
None of that was visible.
Right.
It's a deer blind or a duck blind.
Or half of one or something.
Yeah, but it's not tagged or numbered either. They're supposed to be numbered.
Mm-hmm. What's going on, Justin? Well, come out here and bring us some crappie rods and we'll crappie fish them.
See this? This is what you back in here.
Yeah, I've bounced my trolling the one time I fished this, or 2 times, whatever. I've bounced my trolling. There's one right in here that, see, those are visible at normally. You know what I mean? So that's the thing though. Is this lake down or up?
It's down.
Because I remember seeing a lot more stumps than this. I feel like the rain's got it back up.
Right.
But there is a lot of banks showing too that I'm not used to seeing either.
Yeah, see, that's normally not showing.
Right.
That's fresh rock over there.
Mm-hmm.
There's one that's over here.
Okay, it is down. See that one right there?
Yeah,
that
one's usually under.
Is just under. That's the one I bounced my trolling motor off of. Boink.
Yeah. Because it's 18 foot.
There's a fish, looks like.
Yeah. Oh, that's a fish. This is usually 20, 30 foot in here.
Right. There's a fish for sure. That's a good mark. Catfish too.
That's why I see all that in there.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. When I was fishing here last time, we had 2 bites here. We just couldn't get anything to take.
No, this is.
See, now's when you should be dragging this. When it's low, you can
want
see all of them.
It's up to you.
I don't care. Whatever you want to do. We're halfway through it now.
We can drag out.
You want to anchor up here for a minute?
Yeah, we can do that.
You want to throw anchor out?
Which one you want?
Or do you just want to sit here and see what happens? I mean, there's probably enough wind here that we're going to move, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you probably will. But see, I like it because we can go this way, this way, this way, and we can go over there, over here.
Right.
I'm good with that. Let's do that.
I wish we had shad.
Oh, you and me both.
Wish we had shad. I've beat the crap out of my children on that lake. Yeah, I've done the same thing. My good anchor, I believe.
Dude, my bait's frozen.
Is it frozen?
From that run. It's frozen. Oh, that sucks.
That's all he paid it. You said?
Yeah.
Just bad boy in, high roll. Throw him back a little bit.
Plus, we do have that creek over here. Plus, we have that. There's a creek that runs in this way.
Right. Yeah. I'm not trying to throw my anchor in right now. No, I just want to make sure I grab the other end.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? At least put it on my wrist. Right here, I'll just go ahead and hook it up.
Put it on your island.
Well, I'll pull us back with the trolling motor real quick. Kind of lock us in real quick. Now wind's kind of blowing down this cove here, so it should hold us. I'm hoping. We're gonna be right up into stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's starting to tighten up now. There it goes. It might even anchor sideways, which should still be fine because we can go there, there, there. Or we can throw some out the front too.
Yeah.
Because I think it's gonna lock us in just like it. It's starting to turn. There it goes. It's what it's digging into. We ready? Sinker change time. I got a hold.
Yeah. Have your feet on my boot.
Oh, it's gonna lock us. Oh. Yeah.
Is that like some banjo stuff going on?
I just took you out. That yeah. Well, I didn't do it. The anchor did. Took you out of where you want to.
Oh, you're good.
You so fun.
Anywhere in here is good.
Motor still on? Nope. What are you running your clickers?
Yeah, I'm doing that for right now until the boat settles. So I know what it's going to do.
Yeah, I just put some bait on too. Give me a hand too. This little buckets. Hey, those 5-ounce weights are holding tight. Look at my rods. Oh. All right.
That's my biggest issue. Is I gotta.
Right. You want to use some of these? Do you have? I mean, you can use these if you want.
You have one?
Oh yeah, I got fun. You should all get one out there.
Yeah, that one's too.
You gonna catch it? You gonna catch it? So hold them for me, but if you don't, are you hitting that rod rack?
No.
I'm doing it now. I'm gonna get a bite. Or that's might be us moving. Yeah, that's way too slow. Pull down. All right, guys, what's going on? We're back. I'm sure I missed a bunch of comments, but
Welcome to Two Polar Bears Fishing.
2 polar bears fishing, right?
He did give us some decent.
Right. Huh?
I'm complain about that. Yeah. The smallest one in there is that big, and it's still alive.
I just had a little tiny one alive on mine. I cut one in half, put it on there, and I put a little piece of live on there too, just to give it some action.
Like, I mean, it's this big.
There's a few pieces there that are cut and dead.
It's literally this big, and it's still alive. Well, buddy, it's lucky that because if you live, yeah, I'll let you go. Yeah, all them little ones are still alive.
All right, Creole. So future plans. I don't have any huge plans. I think one thing I want to kind of do, which I started to do this year a little bit, is I want to kind of keep the Ohio Catfish Chasers. You know, that part in the name. I want to kind of give it some meaning. So I branched out a little bit this year and fished some places that I usually don't. But I want to expand even more this year and just hit as many different bodies of water as I can. And just, take everything in, just learn all the different places and just fish all the different lakes. More so than just fishing the same lake every day. You know what I mean? I definitely want to get down the Ohio River. So that's going to happen for sure. We were talking about Hoover earlier. I'm going to make it to Hoover at least, a couple times. But as far as, like I said, big plans, I really don't have any huge plans for the channel at the moment. I think I'm going to do more live feeds this year than I did last year, just for a simple fact that between going out, fishing, recording, not that I don't enjoy doing it, that's why I do it, but then by the time I get home and, trying to work a full-time job and get home tired, try to put a video together, I mean, it limited my free time, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. So I am still going to record some and shoot some video, but I'm going to do a lot more live feeds. So I guess those are my 2 goals, future plans, if you will, for this upcoming year. For bait right now, we're using some mullets, creek chubs, things like that. I don't know. We tried to get some shad, but all the shad we're finding is down deep. And by the time the net gets down there, it's either they're not in it or it's not even reaching the bottom and it's closing before it gets to them. So maybe that's one thing I'm gonna have to look into, is getting a net that can reach down a little bit deeper, because that's my number 1 favorite bait is shad. So, today I just wanted to get out here and have some fun, do some fishing. But my confidence level, really isn't super high.
10%.
10%, yeah.
10%.
So, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's good, fresh, bloody bait.
It's oily.
But it's not shad, Shad is, I'm going to say, at least in Ohio, you start getting outside of Ohio, maybe not quite as true, but I'm going to say shad's probably 90% of catfish
Inland lakes it is.
yeah.
You almost got to have shad.
Food source, there you go. So, Chris, water temperature right now is 38.2.
Ooh, that's cool.
Chris said, what's up, Brandon?
What's up? Why ain't you out here?
Because I didn't get invited. I've fished 3 people on here before, but buddy, it's tight. Yeah.
We can do it out tomorrow. Or we can just have both boats and have a party.
Yeah. If I had a 9.9, Justin, I'd be fishing Hoover a lot more. That's a big reason I don't. That's a big lake that I don't know. So trying to learn a lake with a trolling motor of that size.
Is it restricted?
Yep.
It's a horsepower restricted? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yep. And the reason is because, let's see, Roger mentioned something about it, and somebody else I know that fishes there sometimes. I forget who it was that he was talking about it. And what it is, it's almost like Buckeye Lake. I mean, there's houses all around it and
dead
stuff.
In the center of the city.
Right. So the city owns it, or at least controls it or something. So, I mean, like the council or whatever votes on it, and it's restricted, yeah. But yeah, I hear a lot about skipjack. I think they're more. I mean, I'm not saying they wouldn't work on an inland lake in Ohio, but they're more, river bait, where they're natural too. But
I've caught fish on skipjack in lakes, but
right,
it's shad,
yeah.
shad, warmouth, bluegill, sucker chubs.
Oh, Dad's doing some stuff around the house.
Why, that ain't no fun.
Yeah, that's kind of another thing I've been doing. I mean, I've been doing some hunting a little bit, but the last couple of months I've been doing some maintenance around the house, on the truck and stuff like that. Because like this summer, kind of going back to what I was talking about there a minute ago, I didn't give myself enough time. You know what I mean? I was either out fishing, working, or editing footage for YouTube. So,
well, Luke from Catfish and Carp posted a video this morning. He's going to be doing less videos on his Catfish and Carp channel. He said he's going to focus more on outdoor boys with his family.
Right. Yeah, and that's the thing. You know what I mean? It definitely takes time, but
I don't blame him. He's got $750,000 or 800,000 on carp and Catfish and Carp, and he's got like 1.7 million on outdoor boys.
Right.
I'd switch focus too.
Yep. Yeah, I mean he's good. He's knowledgeable, that's for sure. He's got it going on.
I will say it is nice after 5 months, 6 months of not being able to fish to just get out and fish. I don't care if I catch anything.
Creo said Luke's choosing quality over quantity.
Yep.
And that's kind of what I'm talking about. I mean, I put some videos out this year that I probably shouldn't have. I mean, they were just, I mean, there was fish in them obviously, but it wasn't really good quality fish. It was just some dinks here and there. And I mean, don't get me wrong, those trips were fun. I had a blast, but I just my problem is I kind of made a promise that I was going to put out weekly videos. So I didn't want to, go back on that. So this year, I kind of put a post on Facebook for those of you guys that are on my Facebook too, and said, I think it was about a month ago, I said I wasn't going to be putting weekly videos out anymore, but I was going to ramp them back up again in the spring. And what I'll probably do is I'll probably put weekly content out, this upcoming year, but it's probably going to be a mix of recorded videos and live feeds, combined, stuff like that. So there'll probably be weekly content, but maybe just not a weekly upload every Sunday like I was this past year. So, Mike Turner. There's another Mike.
Yeah,
What's going on, buddy? Yep, that's 3 or 4 mics this feed. But yeah, Creole. That's what I did. I mean, I almost I wasn't happy with the footage, but you know, kind of going back what we were talking about. You know, if you're going to fish inland lakes in Ohio, you're looking at channel cat. If you're looking to consistently catch fish, and channel cat just don't get that big, you know what I mean? So I could be catching, you know, mediocre sized channel cat in the 5, 6, 7, 8 pound range, and you know, it was a blast out there fishing. Had a lot of fun catching them, but for people that are at home that are used to watching, you know, Chunky and Combat Carl and people like that catching 40, 50 pound blues, I can't compete with that, you know what I mean? And it's not that I didn't have fun making the video and fishing and stuff, but it's just not, like you were saying, good quality content. So I think
we just don't have the waters.
Yeah.
We do have some waters, but the spring I'll get him after some flathead.
he thinks.
Oh, I know so.
All right, Chris, man, we'll see you. Thanks for stopping in, buddy.
Later, Chris.
Yeah, Georgia, and that's the thing. Like in my videos, I don't have a problem talking to people or even talking to you guys. Like when there's actual chat, but for me, it's hard to grab a camera and look at it and talk to it. You know what I mean? It's just it's hard to get a dialogue going or whatever. I can't talk to myself, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So, you know, I mean, I'm more than happy to answer questions and things like that to the best of my ability. But to sit there and give somebody, you know, tips or pointers just sitting there looking at a phone. The one off the back.
Off to the left.
Yeah. Let's see.
Is it? Yeah.
If something hits hard and pull it in, I'm happy.
Okay. It'd be nice if we can get something.
Yeah, I get that, Creole. I understand what you're saying there. Whoa, hey, we need a charging device.
You want mine?
I don't care. We need something. Hang on a minute, guys. We got a phone dying here. Turn the brightness up. Whoa. Sorry about that. Okay.
I got it.
You got one?
Yeah, hold that.
Yeah, Mike. It's hard to talk to a camera, man. It's on your end. I didn't realize my phone was getting this low. I guess the cold will do that to you, or to your phone, not to me. Is it on?
Yep.
Yeah, it's charging. You probably got enough room you sit on the ground, don't you? That works too. Yeah, I mean, it's all about the entertainment factor. Not all of it, but a lot of it is. I think we are. Either we're moving or the boat's turning. You know what I mean, on the anchor.
No, because we're getting closer to them trees there, and we're past these trees now.
We've been past those trees.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I see them summertime. I'll do one back there.
Yeah, like
one off the front, one off the back.
Right. Precision anchor, or whatever they call it.
Yeah, that's easy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you can have good video. Like, I've had a lot of fun out here fishing today, talking with everybody, and me and Brandon finally getting out here fishing together. But you know, I mean, the way it's looking, we ain't gonna have any fish, so it's not impossible to have a good video with no fish. But when you're catching fish, it definitely makes it better. Yeah, Justin, that's a big problem I have too. When I'm live, I kind of remember that there's people out there, and I'm a lot better what I say when I'm recording. A lot of times I forget that I'm recording, and I'm a pretty big potty mouth, so I'll do a lot of editing when it comes to that. But yeah, we got some baits out, and we're having a good time. So, and there's still a chance. I mean, we got a couple. Let's see, it's 4:10, so we probably got a good hour of daylight left. So
4:20, 5:23 is sundown.
yeah, so we'll sit out here and soak some baits and see what happens.
It ain't freezing. That's all that matters.
Right. Hey, thanks, man. Thanks for stopping in, and thanks for the good luck. We need it. We definitely need it. Yeah, I'll still drag baits in the winter. I'm not gonna lie, I don't do a lot of winter fishing. This is kind of my first year. I mean, I usually I will fish late into the fall, and then I will fish early in the spring. But as far as this is probably the latest / earliest I've had my boat out. On the water. I've fished on the bank before and things like that. But as far as having the boat out where I have the option to drag, this is the latest end of the year I've had my boat out. So
all I know is there's some weird noises in this cove. We heard banjos back in there.
Right. But what? I can't scroll my glove. Oh yeah, I can. So I don't know if you changed your channel name or if that is a different channel, but I know you were talking earlier, crappie day there. You said something about the docks being at the campground, I think is what you asked. I'll scroll back up trying to find it, but I couldn't find your question. Let me try again real quick.
Well, they're at the campground. They're in the parking lot.
Right. I think that's what he asked. I can't remember. There it is. Can a person launch off the campground ramp? So, to answer that question, if you're still on here, we launched out of the campground today. But you are going to be beaching your boat somewhere to get somebody else, or either to get on your boat or to pick up somebody else. Because
you ain't doing it.
Yeah, probably not. Because the docks are out at the camp. Actually, the docks are out everywhere. I think the North Pool might have the docks in still.
Wellman.
Or Wellman, that's what I meant. Wellman. Yeah. But the campground, you can get in, but there's no docks. Yeah, I try to look at chat as much as I can. I try to answer questions or I guess reply to your comments, whatever. But sometimes it gets going so fast, or if I get busy, whatever. So if there's something that somebody said and I didn't see, feel free to say it 4 or 5 times until I see it. I'm not gonna hate you for it. Go right ahead. It's been pretty easy today because, well, thanks, buddy. It's been pretty easy today because the action's been slow. So sometimes when there's a little bit more action, or when I am dragging and like anchoring right now, this is cake. But when I'm dragging, I'm trying to watch rods, other boats, people out in front of me. It gets a little bit more challenging, but today's been pretty easy. But kind of going back to the dragging baits in winter, I've done good up until November. I've done good dragging baits into November, and then I have done good as early as March dragging baits. Some of my biggest fish this year actually came. I know this is more getting into spring and less winter, but in the end of April, I did some of my best catfishing this year. So, okay, you're gonna do some camping and fishing next week. Was that you on here earlier? I forget what it was now, Jack Day or something like that, or Tom Day, or are you somebody else? Cause I know he was saying that he's from around this area too. We gonna fish out the front?
Straight out.
Yeah, those rod holders are probably perfect for those Muddy River rods.
Oh, yeah. Swing over around you.
Just don't pierce my ear.
Nope. Never done it before. Oh, shit. Excuse my French, everybody.
This guy don't know how to cast. Just kidding.
It's been 5 months.
Yeah, I'll take a couple thumbs up. From what Roger was saying, we were like, I don't know, 10 minutes in the stream and I already had a thumbs down, but it is what it is. I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't caught a fish, so whatever. Thumbs down me, I guess. You're somebody else? Okay. I don't know how else to word that other than just say it. But I'm pretty sure he was saying that he's from around this area too. So I'm assuming you are too. If you're talking about
You're good.
if you're talking about camping and fishing,
There we go.
there's a little better cast. There's two people that always thumbs down all the live streams. Huh. Well, I've noticed too. I forget what I so Jeff Manning with Team Real in the Blues. He put a post on Facebook and he said something about somebody give him a thumbs down, and they did it all the time, and they quit for a while, and they came back and started doing it again. And I was looking at one of my videos, replying to a comment or something, and I noticed I had a thumbs down, and I went through and started looking more, and like every single video I had one thumbs down, and I was like, okay, whatever. At least it's consistent. But yeah, I wouldn't mind doing some bumping, but I'm gonna have to make my maiden voyage down to the Ohio River for that, because you're not gonna bump anywhere around here.
No.
You know you're famous when you start getting thumbs down in trolls.
Right.
Yeah, no kidding.
It almost seems like people just come in just to give you a thumbs down.
Right.
It makes I don't understand it. It's like their sole job is to be a thumb downer.
Right. Justin said the same thing. You're getting big time if you're getting thumbs down. Yeah, that's a good lake too. I fished there on occasion. I've fished now this year. I've pretty much fished every lake within an hour for sure. Probably an hour and a half of my house, I would say.
My goal is to get up to Indian Lake, get into those big
Yeah.
flatheads.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, me too, Justin. I just downplay it because of the size. There's some crappie in there like no other too. The size isn't giant, but there's all kinds of crappie in there. I'm gonna reel myself up tight real quick. Whoa.
Oh, you hit the
Palmetto refers to it as deep hate. People use their notification bells to thumbs down his videos. Hey, excuse me. If they're using notification bells to thumbs down his videos, that means they're subscribed, and that means they're at least clicking on his video for a second. So they're really helping him out. Justin, I've heard a lot of people talking about Saugeye at Indian Lake too. Yeah, I want to hit East Fork in the spring next year. I fished it in the late summer this year. So Mexicat, while you're on here real quick, I'm gonna show you this rod.
Mexicats.
Yeah, he was talking about I forget how it came up, something about the Catfish sumo rods, and I told him they had a new one out. So I'll show it real quick. He was wanting to hear about it. He did a review on one. That's what it was. He did a review on the two piece. I think. Hey,
Yeah.
that's boat sway. Never mind. The guy, I heard a clicker.
He just got happy.
Yeah. Let me grab his rod.
Yeah, I put the clicker on that one.
All right, so I can't show you really good because it's in the water right now, but I'll do my best. Let some line out here. So I don't know if you can read it. This is the new 2.0 chopstick from Catfish Sumo. One thing they did do, this is the one piece, but they made it look a lot more like the two piece as far as the paint job goes. They took away the cork handle. Yeah, we're not moving that much, are we? That could be a fish, man. Look at your rod tip. I'd almost let him run with it a little more though, but at the same time, you don't wait too long. Like, because the boat's swaying, but it's not swaying that much, I don't think.
It's not swaying that much.
We might have a fish on here, guys. I'm not sure. His clicker's pulling out real slow, which I know we got some boat sway, but I don't think it's enough where it's be pulling out this long.
Bite.
We'll set the hook on him then. All we do is let go of it.
No.
He's pulling drag again. Yeah, we're not swaying that much, man. You might have a little baby channel cat on there. If we get hooked up, I'll turn the camera. I don't wanna move you guys if there's nothing on here. See, now the boat's swaying. Anyway, while he's doing that, they took the cork handle off and they used the EVA foam, but it's not that good, or it's not that like fluffy foam, if you will, that holds water and all that stuff. It's tight to the actual rod blank. I mean, it's that dense foam. It still has the aluminum double locking reel seat on there, which I like. Still has the same hook keeper, and it still has the, I think, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it still has the 10 guideless eyelets.
We still swaying?
No, we stopped again. Because we weren't swaying, then we swayed like a good 4 or 5 feet, but now we're stopped.
I mean, it's just clicking it.
Just reel down and see what happens. What's it gonna hurt?
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing on there.
Nope.
It seemed like there was way too much movement for boat sway though, and you're in the front. You know what I mean? It's not like you're in the back. But anyway,
We got bait.
it's still 7'6", but the blank is a little bit heavier than what the old one was. So the old one was I want to say, was it 10 to 40 pound?
I think so.
I'll go check on because that's the old one, right? Where is that? Right there. And this is the new one, so I'll go check. But it's a 7'6", medium heavy power, moderate fast action, 10 to 50 pound line weight. It's 1 to 6 ounce lure weight. I want to say the other one was like 1 to 4 ounce.
Yeah,
I remember Chunky saying something about when he was using his 2-piece, he heard creaking and stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, nothing against Chunky. I'm not saying that he's wrong, but I've noticed you get some creaking out of 2-pieces where they connect together. You know what I mean? So that's why I haven't used their 2-piece rods, so I can't say anything about it. They could be good, they could be trash. I don't know. But the 1-piece I love. But yeah, so that's the new. If you order a 1-piece rod from Catfish Sumo, this is what it's going to look like now. They did away with the old one, like that one right there. So that's what you got. And I can't really give you a review on it because I haven't caught a fish on it. But I know it's a lot. Hopefully you can see a little bit in the video. It's a lot more sturdy than the old one was.
The tip ain't fast on that one.
Yeah, the tip's a little bit slower. I'll show you this one. Show you guys this one real quick since I'm reeling in recast. This is the old style. It has the cork handle. Different coloring on the paint job, but it's still medium heavy power, moderate fast action tip, 10 to 50 pound line weight with 1 to 6 ounce lure weight. But if you look at the action of the tip, this one's a lot a lot softer action, a lot faster action. You know what I mean? Hopefully you guys can see it all right. There's a lot more give to this one than the other one. So if you're looking for a heavier action rod that's not like super heavy power, you might be wanting to check out. Because like I said, they've beefed up their blank a little bit. Is basically what they've done. Yeah, that wind quit blowing. I think what it is. Kind of let us drift a little bit. Recap. Yeah, dude. That's the first time I've really cast this one.
Yeah.
That's a lot stiffer action.
Yeah, the tip,
Yeah.
that top 2 foot doesn't have
Yeah. See, that's a lot less action than the other one had.
yeah. Your other one is definitely got a fast tip.
Yeah. Which I like that for trolling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now I was using 9-foot nightsticks to dead stick with, like an East Fork. I was saying I fished 2
Those are
and
broom
1.
sticks.
And this might be my new dead stick rod. You know what I mean? Because it's got enough action to set the hook, but it's also got I mean, the other ones had a really good backbone, but that one's got a lot more backbone.
Yeah.
It'll really
tip will set the hook.
Oh yeah, it'll really bury it in. So now I gotta scroll through chat because I wasn't paying attention for a hot minute. Hey, Jesse's in here. Brandon.
Hey.
All right. I got my phone the wrong way. I'm in front of the camera.
Oh, you're
A lot of saw guy and sauger at East Fork. Yeah, there's quite a few saw guy and sauger in here.
Oh yeah.
And muskie, all kind of toothy critters.
Walleye, saw guy.
Chris said, I can teach you to talk to yourself. I'm good at it. That's where you get the best advice. No, Brandon, we're not. I should have kept my plan and went to Rocky, but I don't know. Brandon showed up and he fished the Cedar Creek a lot. I've been trying to learn it. We got talking and we were burning daylight. And, you know, obviously Cedar Creek's a lot closer to the house than Rocky is for us.
10-minute drive.
So here we are. Yeah, there's some big striper in East Fork, but I've also heard that they're kind of, I don't want to say on the decline, but they're not there as much as they used to be. Yeah, that cork handle's sweet. I mean, that EVA foam, I guess it's still EVA foam, I don't know. But that foam that's on there, when I first got it, I was like, man, it's foam. Like I really like the cork handle, like what you were saying. So it honestly kind of upsets me a little bit that they went away from it, but they did go with a good foam. I'll give them that.
It's almost got like a rubber in it.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean,
it's closer to that than it is on.
It's not like your Walmart rod foam, you know what I mean, where you can
Yeah.
push it in, it collects water, all that stuff. I think that's gonna be a lot more durable than that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think. I could be wrong, but it's tighter to the blank.
The thing
You
that
know what I
amazes
mean?
me about them is if you look at the sumo rods versus the muddy river rods, which I absolutely love my muddy river rods.
Yeah, it's the first time you're using them, isn't it?
Yeah. The sumo rods are more, they're more along the lines, they feel like a bass rod. They're really lightweight, but
Right. But they have the backbone
yeah.
for a cat. Well, and see, the owner, I know he fishes Tennessee River a lot. He put a video up the other day fishing with Justin from Kayak Catfish.
Yeah.
So he's caught some big fish on him. The biggest fish I've caught on him is 20 pounds. I mean, we're catching channel cat.
Yeah.
But I mean, he puts them through the paces and they hold up. So they must be good enough. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So the 2-piece has a plastic reel seat, not double locking, EVA foam, the 1 to 4 ounce weight with the older paint job. 2-piece casting, didn't have extra green paint wraps and guides.
Magician just went live.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, a Mexicat. You know, nothing against the 2-piece rods or anything. Back when I used to use 10 and 12-foot rods before I was fishing on the boat, I liked a 10-piece. that'd be a lot. I used to like a 2-piece rod because
Did
you know
10-piece?
yeah, I was talking about 10 foot,
You
12
thinking
foot
chicken?
chicken, right? I am getting a little hungry, but now I lost my train of thought. Now I am thinking about chicken. 10-foot rod, 2-piece, easier to transport. These 7.6s, you know, they'll fit in the back of most trucks. You know, if not, you can angle them because I got a 5.5 foot short bed on my truck, and if I angle them, they'll fit in there just perfect. So yeah, I like the 1-piece a lot better. They're a lot sturdier and all that good stuff. So as far as the sumos go, if I were to recommend one, I would recommend the 1-piece. But I've never used a 2-piece. So plus, I really like that double locking aluminum reel seat. Choice is simple. Yeah, I mean, if you're not driving, you know, 4 hours to go fishing, that's the way to go. So a lot of times I catch myself going places close to the house too. But East Fork is about an hour and a half for me probably, and I like that lake. Like I said, I fished it twice, and I've caught 19 fish out of there. So I definitely want to go back. If it wasn't blown out of its banks today, that's where we were going to go. But I know she's got some water dumping into her. So thanks for good luck, man. Both you guys. Yeah, I don't know how much more fishing I'm going to do in January and February. This might be,
Unless it gets ice.
yeah. This could be my last trip of the season, if you will. But I'll be back in March at the latest. So we'll have some more live streams for sure.
Oh, yeah, because Mark has that tournament. Southwest Catfish has that.
Well,
tournament at
yeah,
Rocky.
I'll say it's not Mark. It's not Mark anymore. It's Vince.
Vince is
But
running it.
it's Mark's. Mark
Yeah.
started it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, see, the last 2 years I fished that tournament because.
If you see Vince, ask him about the blue herring he hooked into.
Is that right?
Yep. That caught his bobber midair.
No way.
Yep. That's back in the day. He'll be like, he'll probably look at you like, "Are you serious? Where'd you hear that?"
Right.
I mean, we're talking 12 years, 15 years ago.
I wasn't even born in. But no, the last 2 years I haven't fished it because 2 years ago it was hammering rain down. It was pouring, and I still went fishing, but I didn't fish a tournament. I just ran out here or something. You know, I just fished for a couple hours. Had one takedown, didn't catch anything. But then this year that just passed, you know, nobody could get tournament permits because all the stuff going on. So the last 2 years I haven't fished it. So I'm itching to. New season just started. Yeah, where are you at, man? Helping around the house. It's too cold for me to fish. What it sounds like to me. I'm just kidding. All right, Creole. We'll see you, man. Have a good one. That's what I said when we looked at them too. Yeah, I mean, yeah, $40 on sale for, I mean, any rod's pretty good price.
Well, I can tell you right now, $40 for that rod is 100% worth it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You can tell if a rod's good by feeling it.
Right.
You can, and you pick a rod up at Walmart, and you feel it, and it's like, yeah, this is gonna break.
You're right.
You go to somebody like these guys that are selling these rods online, like Chris and Sumo and Whisker Seeker and stuff, and they're good rods.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And that's the thing, you know, there's so many good rods out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you can, Sumo, Muddy River, they're both good rods. You know what I mean?
Personal preference. Now.
Yeah, I've seen people, talking about Whisker Seeker all over the place. I've never used one. I've never even held one. So it's probably a good rod. You know what I mean?
I've
I
seen
just
them.
never used them. Actually, you know what? Hey, what's going on, Garrett? I lied. Chris, he's got a Whisker Seeker, and I don't know if I've ever used it, but I've seen one. He had it. He likes it. I know that. I've got another buddy that fishes around here. He comes into streams every once in a while, and he uses nothing but Whisker Seeker, and he loves them. So
I've heard nothing but good about pretty much a lot of the rods, but it does seem like there is some manufacturers out there that are you can tell that they cater more towards pale aching.
Right.
And
Right. Hey, what's that?
We got some action.
Come here, buddy. Come here.
Yeah. Just hop on one of these lines.
Yeah. We'll bring you up here, warm you up real quick, put you right back.
I'll put a hand warmer in there for you.
Yeah. Tape a hand warmer to him, let him swim around. No, I would definitely take some time out of my day or my fishing career to build an enclosure. That's definitely worth it. I wish I could get one on here or even a bimini top just to help with the sun or even the rain. Because that's the other thing, it's hard to film or go live when it's raining. You know what I mean? But like all the,
they're moving in.
But what is it? That was the question.
Carp.
Right. All the I can't even talk now. All the bimini tops I've seen for bass boats, they lean up in the back, and that's where all my fish fighting room is. You know what I mean? I'd be trying to. Plus, I'm a tall guy. It'd be a pain trying to fish around it. I feel like, you know what I mean?
What if you put it up this way more? Just move it up this way.
See, I don't know how they attach. I've never looked at one.
Problem with that is though, is you're gonna have. So you got your middle, you got your pendulum point.
You see it?
Mm-hmm. You got a pendulum point, and then you have your two your front and your back anchor points.
Right.
The problem is going to be up here because this goes in so fast.
Right. I mean, bass boats they're not made for this, you know what I mean? But I'll make it happen.
It's a fishing boat.
Exactly.
Not, that's how I look at it.
Right. Roger calls it my transformer.
Works.
Yeah.
It's efficient.
Yeah, it takes a minute to get set up, but it works.
You're getting in skinnier water than I am.
Yeah. I got real skinny water up there. Got stuck.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's good fish in here. It's just fine.
Well, it's a big lake. Giant lake.
Dude. Well, I thought this lake was big until I went on to Table Rock.
Really?
Table Rock, Table Rock Lake would be about 30 or 40 of these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's like when I went out to Mississippi, which nope, never mind. I was thinking somebody else. When I went down to Mississippi, I was fishing Grenada. Dude, that thing is giant.
Oh, yeah.
We put in at one ramp, and I backed the boat off the trailer and instantly hit mud. I was like, ooh. So because it was low, you know what I mean? So we loaded back up, but when I was putting it in, because there's nobody on the lake, and all of a sudden, and it's like a world-renowned crappie lake, you know what I mean? So we're like, there's got to be people here somewhere. You look across and you can see everybody over there. Well, where we thought they were, we drove around and put in, and they weren't over there either. So basically, what we ended up doing is we put in at a different ramp down by the dam, and we boated clear up to where we were wanting to put in at the last time. And when we got done after running up there and running back, I pulled up on the map and I mapped it out on my phone. It was 9 miles we ran that day, and that wasn't even close to the whole lake. You know what I mean?
Well, Table Rock, you would, like you're saying, you had 3/4 a tank.
Yeah.
Table rock, you'd use a full tank going from one
Right.
end to the other.
Somebody's shooting something
Hey.
giant, dude. It almost does sound like tan ride or something.
Oh, that's me. If I step here, that's odd.
Wait, what do you fall asleep on us? We getting too boring for you? Chat just died. Everybody's taking naps.
Ain't nobody else out fishing?
Everybody's sitting there by the fireplace, all cuddled up, drinking hot chocolate, and watching us be out here being stupid.
Freezing. Just busted the top. That was a catfish.
Really?
Yeah, that wasn't a bass or a carp. They don't.
It didn't breach, you're saying?
Yeah.
Huh? It just come up.
Kind of.
Right. That's the thing. I mean, they're in here. They're eating. They have to. You know what I mean? But
We just don't have. We have the right bait. They'll eat this
oh yeah, absolutely.
just as quick as they will shad, but shad is
Right.
their bait.
We'll see in the wintertime. Mexicat said, yes, I'm done till spring.
Aren't you in warmer weather than us?
I don't know where he's out of. I mean, it's kind of hard to get colder.
Well,
We're pretty north. But see, in the summertime, too, I would have moved by now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But in the winter, they're slower moving. You got to give them more time.
Yeah.
We don't have the best bait. I don't want to freeze my ass off running across the lake. So,
that was cold.
yeah. I'm fine just hanging out here for a minute.
Oh, yeah.
It's almost dark anyway. We'll just hang out here. Oh, Iowa? Okay. Yeah, he's Iowa with Murillo.
Oh, yeah, that's cold.
I'll tell you what, we'll load up here and I'll get in the truck and throw the dog in the box and we'll come pheasant hunting in the morning. See, that's what kind of ruined my plans because I know I was saying in live feeds back in the summer, I was like, man, I'm not hunting this year. I'm fishing all winter, blah, blah, blah. Well, I was talking about deer hunting and I ended up getting a bird dog kind of unexpectedly. And that changed my plans completely because I like bird hunting. I'm just not a big fan of deer hunting. The special trout bite is on fire here at Camp Lejeune. Ain't nothing on fire here.
Not even the trees.
Be nice to have a little fire right here. I got a buddy heater that I'm supposed to pick up from one of the guys that I work with, but I haven't picked it up yet. That'd come in handy right now. You know what I mean? Like it's not cold out here. It's just cold enough that a buddy heater would be nice.
There's a guy he's on YouTube, rebuilt this pontoon and the front deck. He put couches brand new, and then in the middle he built a little table, and it's a fire pit.
That's awesome.
Runs off of the little 1 pound propane tanks.
Oh, okay, I got you. It's not an actual fire pit, like a wood burning fire pit.
Yeah.
But I know what you're talking about. Whoops! I was like, what is that?
Holy shit!
Control motor remote. It was 11. We got up to 20 a bit ago. Yeah. So it's been what? It's been in the low 30s here for quite some time. Down. I know.
Yesterday it got up to like 45. 46,
right, but it was pouring down rain.
But it was yesterday morning. It was pure ice.
Right. I know last weekend it was 14.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean it's warming up a little bit, but I don't know if you could say it's warm. Like you said, yesterday wasn't bad, but in the morning there was so much ice from the night before, and then it rained until what 11 or 10 or 11 or something.
12 o'clock.
Yeah. So this has been the nicest day we've had in a while.
Definitely hearing a lot of wildlife.
Yeah.
Something. This is just ain't the wind.
You know it sucks. We still gotta drive back to the ramp. It's gonna be cold.
Oh yeah, ain't no doubt about that.
Pheasant chaser, that's right. I'm better at that. at least during the winter. It makes me feel better that you guys didn't have any luck. We didn't waste a trip down the river, at least. Do you know if Chad or Roger caught anything? They were on here a little bit ago. I don't think they caught anything at the moment, they said, but that was a while ago.
It'd be awesome if we just get one.
Yeah, I'd be happy. I'd be happy with one. No idea. Yeah, that would be nice having that luxury there. I've got, I mean, not saltwater obviously in Ohio, but I've got a pretty decent quantity of bodies of water that I can fish from. Not within 15 minutes, but within, I don't know, hour and a half.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Because because if you say an hour and a half, I'd say you're talking about
Columbus.
yeah, Columbus, sent the river.
Yeah.
You know, you can. Yeah, you're talking about probably 5 or 6 different lakes within an hour and a half. Well, you got Rocky, Deer Creek, and Paint Creek all there within 20 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
I still think we should have went to Rocky.
Probably should have.
To me, Rocky is easier to fish than this. You know what I mean? What's that slap line all about right there?
Yeah, that one's not been slow.
No, it was bent over and it just went. I guess we're moving a little bit.
Not much.
Mm-mm.
This is the quietest we will see this lake.
Oh, I'm telling you. Is that guy ever still ever jigging for flathead? I don't see him
Yeah.
anymore. Is he?
Look off the tip of the point.
Oh, yep, there he is, isn't he?
He's right there. He's dedicated like we are.
Mm-hmm. He's caught more flathead out here than I have.
I'm gonna get some flathead out of here this year. See, this up in here is real good, looking good for flathead.
Right. There's a bunch of structure up in there.
Yeah. So like right there, a little back in there, that right in there. You ain't getting into that very easy.
Rocky in the winter. Yeah, I've never fished Rocky in the winter, but that's where we're headed. And I don't know. We made the wrong decision.
It's what, 4 foot up though, is what they're saying.
No, the East Fork is 2 foot up, I think.
But if it's anything like that over there,
Right.
that would have been horrible.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one's close. Yeah, so there's a lot of good lakes pretty close to us here. But you're looking at crappie, bass, and channel cat for the most part. I mean, they've all got, not all of them, but they've all, a lot of them have their saw guy and stuff like that, white bass, but Yeah, I did. I was talking to him, and he's sitting over here talking up to Caesars Creek because he fishes it all the time, and I'll let him talk me into it.
It's a good lake. It's tough to fish.
I'll tell you what my opinion is on this lake. Was that you moving or what? I was looking at the phone. I turned around and I seen that rod. It either went down or up. I just seen it move. But anyway, my opinion on this lake right here. I've never had a lake piss me off so bad, but I find myself wanting to come back and keep fishing it. I don't understand it.
It's because there's big fish in here. That's why.
There's big fish other places,
Yeah.
but I like fishing this lake for some reason, but it pisses me off. I don't get it. Because and the bad thing is you can pattern them and you can have something figured out and you can put a nice day of fishing together.
Yep.
And you can come out here the next day with the conditions exactly the same and get skunked.
Yep.
Most places not like that. Most time, if you can figure out a pattern, they're going to stay there until the conditions change. You know what I mean?
But Rocky Fork, you can get that one figured out really.
Yeah, I mean, and that's why I was wanting to go to Rocky. Not that I have it figured out per se, but I just have more confidence at Rocky. You know what I mean? I've got, I don't know, which I've been skunked at Rocky before too, but it's been a while. I don't know. Pissed off, fuels fire. Yeah, I mean that's probably what it is. Probably what it is. But no, I think a big reason we ended up coming here. Well, one because I'm gonna butcher his name. I forget. It's Kazi, right?
Yeah.
Right. That is a big reason. Which with that guy, you never know if he's telling the truth or not, because I feel like he's more of a smart ass than I am. But I don't know. He was just talking about it, and I wasn't dead set on Rocky because I was wanting to fish East Fork. And then Brandon got to the house and we started BSing and we killed an hour. And I was like, man, if we leave right now, we got an hour and 15-minute drive down to Rocky. I was like, let's just buzz over to Caesars Creek real quick, take 10 minutes, you know what I mean? So we came over here and yeah, mistake.
Not really. We're still fishing.
Well, that's true. That's true.
I'll take it.
Be listening driving home, but be careful. It's closer for you guys than it would be for me, but I'm sure you still got a pretty decent little haul. I'd say probably here in the next half hour or so, we're going to be reeling up and head to the ramps. The ramp. The ramp's there. The docks aren't there. Of all the low voltage. Yeah, I've got it set low because at night when I'm running lights and stuff, it drains it down. And now that I have that onboard charger, it's not a big deal anymore. But I set those settings before I had it because one day I fished and then didn't charge my batteries and fished again. And it normally would be fine, but I left my power button. My lights were unplugged, but the power switch was on. It was drawing power. You know what I mean? And I was out there fishing, and all of a sudden lights started getting dim. I was like, oh. And I hit the key switch. I was like, I'll charge the batteries up real quick.
So
too late.
When I put my boat up for the year, when my neck started getting bad, you've seen my LEDs, and
right.
I don't smoke in the house. I haven't. It's been years since I've done that.
Right.
So we were out on the back porch, and I was looking in the garage, and Shannon goes, "What's up?" I look, my LEDs were on. Don't know why. Don't know how. I don't know if somebody hit a remote on something that had the same frequency.
Right. I was looking at that.
There's bubbles.
Well, look at my line.
Slowly coming up right here. See the two sticks or whatever right here? Like right here.
Okay.
See the bubbles? That was a pinch. I'd almost guarantee that or air pocket came up. See these the leaf here and then the three in a row out there by the one. That's that way. There's some bubbles or something. Something's coming up through there. We've actually stabilized pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. Well, what happened is that wind had us pinned over here, and then that wind died down, so it let us kind of float back over here. But now we're locked down again.
Yeah.
Those anchors, they hold pretty well, but I just hate all that boat sway. I hate it. There's some slack in that line now. I don't, was it slack a minute ago? I don't know.
Because mine's tight. Oh, get out.
Right. But if we move this way a little bit, that would slack mine and tighten yours up. That's what one fish before we leave, man. One good takedown. I know it's gonna happen already. Kind of like what Betty was just talking about. Pissed off fuels fire. I said, "Oh yeah, I'll come out here one more time and then kind of take January and February off." No,
20 more times.
This makes you want to fish more.
Yeah, 20 more times.
Yeah. Getting skunked makes you want to fish more.
It does. This is a tough lake. I've
Yeah.
fished it for years, and I still. Yeah. I know there's flathead in here. Catching them is difficult. Almost got to fish it 5 or 6 times a week just to
Right. Did you just move?
outside of this.
Oh, kind of both of them kind of moved a little bit, but no, Justin, we're being lazy. We just threw an anchor out the front.
We're in a bunch of. This is a big cove, and it's probably 200 foot wide. Summer pool, it's 30, 40 foot deep in the middle, and it's a big stump and tree field
He probably knows what you're talking about.
straight across from the campground by the Hazard Flats.
Kinda.
Yeah. It's definitely a lower unit killer area.
Yeah.
If you just come in here flying hot.
Yeah, usually as soon as I pull in, well, I only fish it. This is the third time I fished this cove, I think, but usually as soon as I pull in here, oh boy, and get up to the mouth of the cove, I'll kill my big motor and start trolling back up in here. Not that I can afford a brand new trolling motor, really, but I definitely can't afford replacing lower units and stuff.
I got one at the house.
I was pissed off enough when me and Roger were fishing Paint Creek back in the summer and bashed my new prop off a stump. Because Betty and Brandon said, "Oh, go to Paint Creek."
So that line should not be slacking up with that line still slack. Does that make sense?
Nope. Unless that one's moving.
One of them's got something, or they're moving or something. That one is tight in the middle.
They've all four got fish on them. We just haven't reeled them in yet.
Oh, that would be awesome. But see now, your middle one is
It's tight.
It's slacking
Well,
up.
it did slack up. Who knows? I see. That's why I hate anchoring. I just like trolling.
Well, in summertime, I'll double anchor in
Right.
here. So now, like, one thing I'm gonna do this coming summer, in between these two tree piles here.
Yeah.
I might clamp off to 2 of those trees and throw into that cove.
Right.
Go up in here, throw in double anchor and throw into that cove.
Right.
See, this is water too that you could float fish very easily.
What do you mean? Oh, right, right.
Because I'll use 10-inch stick floats, but I want some of James's channel catfish floats
Right.
for flatheads in the spring.
Right. Yeah, I know. I was commenting on one of his videos. He's had something out there about his Patriot James floats, whatever he calls them, Patriot America Catfish James floats.
Yeah.
And I said, those are sweet. I said, but I don't really float fish. He's like, well, you can use them anywhere, anytime. And I'm like, he's right. You know what I mean? But I just love trolling and dragging the bottom. I can't get away from it.
There is a time and a place.
Right.
If you're flathead fishing and you're using live bait
Right.
and you got water like this,
Right.
and you're throwing up into a cove like that, you don't want to put him on bottom because your live bait's going to just bury itself into a rock, or it's going to hide.
Right.
You put him a foot off the bottom, let him swim around and get him to jump, you're more likely to get a flathead.
I like my big channy cats.
Well, that's the funny thing is last summer I had more channel cats hit live bait than I did cut bait.
Really?
Yeah. Big 4-inch, 6-inch bluegills.
Oh yeah, I mean
Mash
those
'em.
bluegill, yeah, for sure. I just usually use shad because I just come out here and throw net, and I don't worry about bringing a bait rod. You know what I mean? Because see, again, going back to the rod limit, if we were somewhere you could have unlimited rods or even 3, you can catfish with 2 rods, have a bait pole.
Heck yeah.
But
honestly, I wouldn't even put out a third catfish rod until I was done bait fishing.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean that's just.
So I've seen actually, I think it was during the couple tournament. I was just ready to talk about Palmetto, and here he is. I think they were catfishing and bait fishing during a couple tournament. You know what I mean? But we can't do that. You know what I mean?
They're getting after us and not getting on the hook.
Yeah, we've caught a big old skunk today. How'd you end up doing? I watched your live feed there for a while, but then I had to get off and start getting ready to come out here. So I think when I quit watching, you had caught one before the live feed, but not during the live feed. Ended up with 8, biggest one being about 20 pounds. There you go.
It's a nice day.
It's a lot more than we got. What was your water temperature? Ours is 38 degrees.
The thing that's weird about this lake too is you come out here and you'll mark fish all day long.
Oh yeah.
Come out the next day,
Gone.
in your same area, and you're like
53. I figured you'd be a little warmer than what we were. I'd go for 53.
Yeah, I'd go for 53-degree water right now.
That's all right. We're getting out here doing some fishing. Doing some sitting.
Yeah.
We started out, we were doing some trolling. Whoops. And we were trolling off this ledge that kind of basically it leads into a not a creek channel, but like an old riverbed or whatever. And we trolled along it up into a current creek channel, and all the rain and stuff we've had, it was so blown out. There was nothing but debris and logs and leaves and garbage. So we ended up coming over here to the stump field and figured we'd anchor up for a little bit and see what happens. And so far nothing's happened. So yeah, you better go get you some brownie points. We'll probably be off here by the time you get back. I'd say we probably got another 15 minutes maybe.
Yeah.
It's 5:05. It'll be dark here in
5:23.
Yeah, about 15 minutes. So we got to go back to a dockless boat ramp and try to get out of the water. They pulled all the docks for winter up here, so we'll be out of here in just a minute. But thanks for stopping in, man. Yeah, we'll stay. Yeah, I hope we do too, man. I'd be happy with one. Start the year off, keep the skunk out of the boat, but we'll see.
The skunk caught us.
Yeah. It's 5:06. We'll get it till 5:15. We'll head out of here.
The good thing is you won't be flying across the lake with pure darkness.
Yeah, well, that's why I want to get over there before it gets dark. That way we can just run full bore. You know what I mean? Because it's gonna be cold regardless. Well, I'm saying it'd be easier to see.
I do it sometimes, not often,
Right.
and I don't go full bore.
Right. Well, like with this boat, it's hard to get on plane slow.
I noticed that.
You know what I mean? Like I was watching Kevin earlier, that pontoon boat. He's on plane all the time.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he can go whatever speed he wants.
Yeah.
This boat, because Ohio legally after dusk, you
10
got
miles.
right. So it's almost impossible to get this thing on plane to where it's riding, without
So you're
without
always nose up.
yeah. About the best I can do is 12, which I don't think he was gonna complain about 12. You know what I mean?
There's nights I've done like 20.
Right. But for me, I have to get up on plane and go about 15 or so, 15, 20, and then back it down a little bit where I'm
My
going
boat's
slow.
like what you were saying, like Kevin's.
Right.
Mine will get up on plane around 10, 11 mile an hour, but even if when I just get on it, I'm like this.
Yeah.
We'll nose up a little bit,
Right.
but nothing bad. It does it enough to where, since mine's a deep V, it does it enough. It almost feels like yours because of the windshield and it being taller out of the water.
Right.
So I have to stand up.
Right. Yeah, I got you.
Which you'll see this summer. I'll tilt the steering wheel up and just fish.
You got tilt steering wheel?
Yes, I have a tilt steering wheel.
I barely have a steering wheel.
Oh, you have a steering wheel. Yeah.
I want to get rid of that cable steering, put hydraulic steering on here. This is what I'm wanting to do next year.
Mine's cable. I would like to have hydraulic, but it's like $750 for the kit.
Really? My steering sucks though. It's like, I know some of them cable steering you can just kind of go. Mine, when you're turning left because the prop's turning right. Is that right?
Get stiffer.
Oh my God, it's
That's the cable steer.
right. 7 minutes. I'm counting down, man. I'm getting a little chilly.
Oh, it's probably 35, 36. I know it was 37 about a half an hour, 40 minutes ago. That's why I've been standing.
Right. Yeah, I like to see one takedown before we leave. I bet there's 11 people in here that want to see a takedown too.
Oh, dang it. Let me hop in real quick. I'm going to make 12.
Is 12 the number we need for a takedown?
Sure. That'll work.
All right, guys, I got to go feed. As far as I know, I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure the rod I just showed you, the one over, that's backwards, dang it. The one over there, I think they're in stock right now. Like I said, they quit making those ones, but I'm pretty sure those are in stock, the new ones. So, at least they were when I got that one, and that wasn't very long ago. It did take a while with shipping, you know what I mean, because everything's going on and Christmas and stuff. It was backed up. So I'm not going to promise they're still in stock, but they were roughly a month ago. So, but regardless, I appreciate you stopping in. Like I said, hopefully I'll get some fish on that rod and I'll kind of do a little bit more of a review on it then instead of just showing it. But I know since you were asking about it when I saw you jump in, I wanted to make sure I touched on it a little bit so you could see what it was. What are you doing? Are you writing a chat and comment or a comment and chat?
It should be popping up.
Did you just post it?
Post it.
I want to see a takedown. Me too, Brandon. Me too. What type of live feed is this? This is a day on the water with Derek and Brandon. Hang on, let me see if I can remove that Catfish and Dreams guy.
Yeah, go for it. He's being a turd.
He said you convinced me to get one now.
Honestly, Mexicat, I love my Muddy River rods, and I can tell you it's a good rod. That sumo rod, it's a solid rod. And for $40,
Well, they're not on sale anymore.
yeah, but what's it normally?
I think they're 80.
Yeah, but still, that's not bad. It's a light action kind of rod.
Right. Mexicat, if you go on my videos, like my actual recorded videos, not my lives. So Catfish Sumo has a bunch of different links where first time users get 10% off. That way that, you know, I mean, you can on your first purchase, kind of to get you hooked or whatever. I try to put one of those in most of my videos. So if you go on there, it might save you a little bit of money. I know it's pretty much just taxes or whatever, but it helps. Plus, they have free shipping. That's what I like about it too. Oh, you're getting one of Chris's medium action? Yeah, that'd be nice. Because are these heavy? Or
These are the medium
heavy?
Yeah.
Okay.
These are these blue cat rods are for the lakes that we fish. I'm not going to have an issue pulling a fish in.
Right.
It's going to be a line issue or reel issue. It ain't going to be a rod issue.
Right. Yeah, I mean, really, you should be fine online too. And let the biggest problem I have online, I've said this before in my videos because it's came back and bit me in the butt. I don't check my line enough, especially this year. Like I was talking about earlier, going back to not having time, fishing, editing videos, posting videos. I run out of time to do the small things I need to be doing, and I don't check my line, and it gets a nick, and I lose a fish.
Here isn't so much an issue unless you get over to the dam side.
Right.
Then you get into the big shale and rocks over there.
Right.
Here on this side, you don't have it as bad. So your chances of getting nicked are more from a fish than
right. Well, and I think a lot of my problem too is where I'm trolling. You know, I mean, sticks in the water. You know, and that when you're moving, it doesn't take as much line. Not as much line. It doesn't take as much contact to get a nick than sitting here anchored up. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, because you're hitting stuff all the time.
Right.
Constantly.
Yeah, constantly. And I notice my nicks are usually not in the leader line. They will be from fish sometimes, but a lot of times my nicks are, you know, 8 foot up, where you're going to be probably at an angle 4 foot off the bottom. You know what I mean? So 1 more minute. I hate to get off here with 12 people in here still, but we got a good little ride across the lake still, and I want to get out here before dark so we can still see. But I know Brandon said a minute ago, if he's still alive, I know Fishin' Magician 2.0 was live, so I'll give you guys something to go watch when we get off here. So, and I don't know, like I said, I was talking a minute ago, this might be my last time out for the season until it warms up in the spring, but I don't know. He's crazy, I'm crazy. So we got, you know, and there's more people. I know Chris was in here and Roger. They're all close to me. You know what I mean? I might get out and do some fishing before spring. So we'll see.
And who knows? It's Ohio. Give it 15 minutes. Weather will change.
Yeah, no kidding.
But yeah, Fishin' Magician 2.0's live right now. I know what Norm and Stan are live tonight, ain't they?
What's tonight? Saturday? They should be.
8 o'clock. Norm and Stan.
See, I feel bad. It's 5:15. I'm about ready to bounce out of here, but I feel bad for like people that go live on the weekends, because the weekends when I'm doing stuff, you know what I mean? So sometimes I'll have time to pop in, But a lot of times, man, like I'll be like, oh wait a minute, it's 8 o'clock. I look at my phone, it's like 9:30. I'm like, crap, you know what I mean? So, oh, Georgia said there's lots of lives going on right now.
Oh, I'm sure.
So,
I haven't checked. I haven't checked my phone.
well,
outside of
look at my
just the-
look at my yeah, okay. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 YouTube notifications at the top of my phone.
Yeah.
So I'm sure some of those are live, some are videos, but
And think about this: out in this cold, and that battery's still 4 bars.
is it?
Yep. If you
Is that-
guys need a good battery, I will post the link for it. This battery is solar, dual connection USB, and it charges with micro USB and micro USB-C. We're out here in 37-degree temps.
If that now, I bet you it's 33, 35.
And I charged this overnight last night, full charge, and we're in 37 degrees, and this battery's taking it like a champ.
Yeah, and it's took me from 5%, which it went down from 100% to 5% in like an hour and a half,
Yeah.
or whatever it was. And
And
it's-
you're at what now?
I'm at 31.
Yeah,
and that's
31.
with live stream and
Yeah.
all that
That's a
good stuff.
30,000 mile battery. It's heavy, but it works great.
Well, that's why I have that smaller one, and I mean it's enough. So that thing, you'd be able to do all kinds of stuff with it.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys. Well, unfortunately, we're gonna have to jump off here so we can get back to the ramp
And we're skunked.
before dark. And we didn't catch crap. So,
Cold.
yep. But I appreciate all you guys coming in and hanging out with us today. And hopefully they'll warm up a little bit and we can actually put some fish on the deck one of these days. But it's not going to be today. So,
We'll get some slime into one of the boats here soon.
oh, yeah. I'm going to give them a second because when you posted that comment, it took like 15 seconds to jump on here.
Oh yeah.
So that's why I hate you. I mean, you go to leave and you're like, well, I don't want somebody to say something and ignore them. You know what I mean?
And that's like, that's crazy. I'm right beside you.
Right.
That's a 15-second delay.
Right. Well, I think some of it might be StreamYard too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I was straight to YouTube, it might be faster. I don't know. But I know as soon as I jump off here, somebody's gonna be like, all right, see ya, or something. I'm like, well, my bad. But
Peeling out now.
right.
Down to 9.
All right, guys. I'm gonna jump off here. I appreciate you guys watching. We'll
Yep.
see you next time.
Have a good one.
Hey, and if you haven't yet, go check out Brandon's channel. He's in a lot of chat rooms, but he's new to posting content. You've got 3 videos now.
3 videos.
So he's gonna be posting some more videos as summer goes on,
Oh yeah.
or not goes on. It's not summer, but as summer
I'ma
comes
do-
into it.
We'll do a boat video soon.
Yeah, he's got a sweet boat too. I was over there checking it out the other day, so that'd be cool to watch. But yeah, go check his channel out. All right, we'll see you guys. Have a good night. Thanks for watching. Maybe. Just like it wouldn't go live earlier, now I can't end it. There it goes.